Hello, welcome everybody. I am Saberwolf, and this is another Friday Night Dice, where you get to be joined by, in a moment, NT, Leo, Sean, Paul, Bailey, and myself, Saberwolf. But tonight, little special event. We're diverting from our current campaign, Mine of Fendelver, that is hosted by Leo. But tonight, I'll be taking my first crack in the Dungeon Master's chair in over 20 years. So it's been a while. But before we get to that, a couple announncements to make, and I'll bring in the Discord guys in the background now. You guys are available if you want to talk. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 So in that campaign I just mentioned, Mines of Fendelver, it's coming to a close in the near future. This could be about another month maybe. But fret not, because Bailey, I believe Bailey, right?
Yep, correct.
All right, Bailey will be taking over, be picking up right where Leo left off to keep the thing going. There might be a couple of character changes. A couple of characters will stay the same, but we're going to keep progressing kind of through a continuation, like Chapter 2, so to speak, of this campaign. But about those characters, we do have some character spotlights. Some of the guys are interested in doing some characters, sharing them with you all, and talking about them from our Friday Night Dice team. So in the second half of the campaign series, maybe we'll feature some of those characters for you all, and why we did the build we did, and stuff like that. Let's see what else. Also, we have like I said, we have a lot of content that we're making. Several of us are doing campaigns or writing campaigns. Some of them fully custom, personally done, just campaigns with its own lore and everything. So that's gonna be really exciting. For us, if we stay together, I think we're gonna stay together for a while, us. But if we stay together, we'll have lots of years of content to come. And last but not least, the next session. I don't know if we said. Are we going to do a next session next week, guys, or are we taking a break?
As far as I know, there's next session. I'm not positive though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will not be there. I'll be too busy getting married. So if they do a campaign, we'll have to do like maybe a review or catch up, or maybe one of them record it. We'll see what we can do for next week.
I mean, all you're going to miss is us wimping away from a vampire.
That is true, and I'm in the middle of smacking the mommy vampire in the face right now. So, but anyways, that VOD all available on the YouTube page on the Saberwolf 18, or if you want to watch these live every Friday night 7 p.m. Eastern at Saberwolf Gaming 2Ms, because it won't let me have one for some reason. They'll be over there, and all of it in 1080p. Again, VOD, let it go till about 6 a.m. the next day, just to make sure it gives them the full HD when it passes from Twitch over to YouTube. I think that's it for the announcements, everybody. So, anything else, guys?
Hey, Leo.
Hey, Leo.
Hey, Leo. All right, so like I mentioned tonight, it's a little bit of a special night because we're doing a one-shot. Now, one-shots generally are a little more linear. A lot of them are more dungeon crawly kind of things. This is kind of a hybrid, a little bit of story, a little bit of fighting kind of crawly style to it. So hope the guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy it as well. But also, for those of you watching, and those of you that might be in the chat, following along, please do not put any spoilers out there. What you'll see here, and I'll pass it over to my screen. It's a little bit different because I don't have a character today, so I made the page a little bit bigger to make it everybody to see easier. But there will be some images you might see that are slightly faded out. That these guys are not going to be able to see. Only myself and whoever's watching the screen will be able to see those. So please, anybody who's watching, following along, no spoilers in chat. All right? So just let them get fully immersed, so to speak. Does everyone introduce your characters? Go around the table. We'll just go in order we have on the screen here. So, Death Maiden of Orcus. Or Orcus.
Death Maid of an Orcus is a bugbear, polearm master paladin. She is an Oathbreaker paladin, level 7, with a dip into warlock, and that warlock is undead, of course. And her trusty steed, which is a alternate to what's available, is Bortoven the Boar.
Again with a Beethoven theme.
That's all. That's it.
And of course, anybody wondering, all these characters are going to be level 8 for this little one shot.
Super optimized, all of them, by the way.
Yeah, they're going to give me a run for my money, I'm sure.
Maybe not the artificer down here. We'll
Well,
get to that.
hey, this one shots are good to like try out some new things, along with our arena that we sometimes do on Thursday nights. We haven't done that in a while, actually. But next up,
we should get back on that.
yeah. Next up, Kirill or Kirill. Is it Kirill or Carl? I keep saying Carl.
Yeah, I think Karil. Karil's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, he's just a custom lineage tiefling who managed to get himself a position as a soldier in the military, but because of his appearance, pretty much got ostracized and decided to live that life. Now he's an adventurer with these people. He's an Eldritch Knight, straight up level 8, and he's just a good fighter with spells. Kind of an ass, kind of a good fighter. So yeah.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Friday Night Dice unless we had some Mexican food reference. So, taco.
So the name taco is a reference from our last campaign where it just came up, tacos, so we were trying to get some taco. Anyway, so yes, Taco is a half-elf ranger rogue. I went with Gloomstalker, and an assassin. I thought about changing the rogue part a little bit, but I want to try this. We'll see what happens.
All right, we'll just go around. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's straight up bow. He's gonna be in the back, just trying to pick things off.
And we'll continue our clockwise order. We'll go to Tavi, the Mind Warper.
All right, so Tavi the Mind Warper is a half elf, 8 levels of Shadow Sorcerer specifically. They're going to be a backliner, more so of a battlefield controller caster with several concentration spells. Hopefully, I won't drop too many.
And last but not least, Gavin Clarkson.
Gavin Clarkson, who is just a humble shopkeep and an 8th level artificer of the battlesmith variety. So he will have a robot dog.
I'll try not to be the pet killer like some other people are in our group here. So.
It has like 47 hit points.
Oh, okay. It's not going to be easy then. Way more than Wolfie has. God. All right. So, without further ado, let's get into our little one shot. Now, today, we're going to do the Candlekeep Mysteries. This is a series of stories that was put out by Dungeons & Dragons not too long ago, and we are doing Lore of Lurue, which is one I believe is chapter 10 in that series. So, the premise of this is so your party are on their way back to the mainland on the Sword Coast, and they have made a stop at a great library fortress known as Candlekeep to do some research for the next leg of your quest. You have been asked by Lawrence Branchseeker to assist in rooting out some old evil that in the area of Silvery Moon. And any ancient knowledge learned could be vital for this cause. And the best holder of this knowledge and the knowledge of anything here on the Sword Coast is Candlekeep, which is the biggest library on the coast. So, who would like to do some research in this library?
Oh, Gavin Clarkson, he loves research.
All right, so go ahead and roll a. Let's go roll an investigation check. See what you can find from books.
Oh, wow.
Well, you
That's a
didn't.
handsome type.
Yeah, unfortunately, didn't find many books, but there was one book. Because I rolled a 10. There's only one book that you could find. This book kind of stuck out a little bit because as you're looking through the section, that's entitled History. And this certain subsection is called the Silvery Moon section. But you only found one book that kind of caught your eye. It is... Oh, here. It's actually... You know what? I'm so busy talking, I got to multitask, guys. I got to turn us to the next page, shall we? So let's go into the library.
That was a nice 2-year-old, by the way.
Starting off strong with the rolls.
Starting off strong.
So, and I just want to make sure you guys see this if I do this. So, you see this book right here. Did it pop up for you?
Ooh.
Yep.
All right.
Fancy.
So this book, it is a purple leather book. It is a very large tome. It's like 12 inches wide and 6 inches thick with hundreds of pages in it. The title on spine reads, Lore of Lurue. Would you like to read it? Want to look at it? What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll just read through.
Alrighty then. So,
Is there a tavern nearby?
actually, there's only this keep. It's weird because it's just one giant castle that sits kind of jutting out on the rocks of over the Sword Coast, and it has a trail going up to it, and all it is just this keep of library books. Kind of weird.
Was featured in Baldur's Gate 1. It's where your character started off, Candlekeep.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Late
would
90s
you?
game.
So Gavin, would you like to read this expert right here?
Let's see. Preface reads, Lurue's origin, thought by many to be the daughter of Selûne, goddess of the moon. Lurue the unicorn is a lesser deity with strong ties to Maliki, god of the forest. Maliki oversaw the forest in the early days of creation, but once her work was done, she needed a guardian to represent her and be her eyes and ears on the material plane. Selûne agreed with Maliki's assessment and offered Lurue for the role. Lurue took on the mantle of Mistress of Moonlight with pride, diligently working for the coexistence of humans, elves, and other talking beasts within the forest's expanse.
Okay, could you make a perception check for me?
Probably not, but I'll try.
All right.
I could do it.
Oh, you want to look over his shoulder and do it?
Sure.
Yeah,
All right.
no.
Okay, no. Did you? There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, my screen's freaking out. How about you guys? That was weird. All right, Taco. You're noticing that as he's reading it, the words are kind of just popping up on the page as he's reading.
Did I eat some mushrooms? What's going on here?
Okay. Would you like to turn
The
the page?
words.
Would you like to turn the page there, Gavin?
Oh, always.
All right.
You ate mushrooms and didn't share? Come on, Taco. You know
Well,
better than this.
He is the ranger. He goes out and go foraging, you know.
I hope I picked the right ones.
All right. So you turn to page 2.
I'm seeing
Our
things.
story starts during the time leading up to the winter solstice on the final night of Uktar in the year 374 DR. Quite a long time ago then. A nearly full moon rises behind wispy clouds as a star-speckled sky darkens against a fading horizon. It seems silent and still here in the heart of the forest. But to anyone who knows the forest well, that silence can be misleading.
When you are ready,
Keep reading.
When you
proceed. Turn the page.
when you are ready to proceed, turn the page.
It's like an audio book. Page 3.
Sure.
As you turn to page 3, you and especially Taco next to you, you feel your entire body start getting pressed inward. In an instant, all of a sudden, your body immediately, as soon as you get pushed inward, you push outward at the same time, and your arms open up wide, and you start falling. Wind rushes past your ears, your face. You have to close your eyes because everything's moving so fast around you, and then pop! You look around. You're not in the library anymore. But you look down and you notice the book is still in your hand. And now you notice, Gavin, that the words are starting to pop up as I'm saying these words to you. What does everybody else want to do who's still in the library?
Do we just see
They
him
just
disappear?
in front of us?
You
or-
just saw them just pop and disappear, and the book fall right on top of the table.
Oh, the book's still there?
Yep, the book's still there in the library.
Carol's gonna go over to the book, go to the same page, and go like, "I want those mushrooms." And he's gonna try and follow.
And
Same.
I'm like, so I'm on the other side. I'm definitely saying, definitely the wrong mushrooms.
Oh no, I didn't have any mushrooms today. Just scallions.
Death Maiden, you're going along with them there? Or?
Well, she thinks to herself, what a shame. I could have used those bodies as undead minions.
Oh, no. What a horrible thing to say about your party.
She's going to see if she can get access to the catacombs below.
There's a very, very old gentleman, and they look at you and they're like, only one book at a time.
I heard
Apparently.
there might be undead beneath this keep. Is this true?
It's very true, you know. We have to get our information from somewhere, you know.
Then I would like to go down and see these undead.
So you just want to go down to the catacombs and see the undead?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else? What else? There was. See, who's the last person in the group that hasn't done anything yet?
Tavi.
Tavi, what are you doing?
Tavi is gonna pick up the book, and is gonna go. I'm assuming that there's a librarian, and just be like, "What the heck is this thing?"
Well, you know, the many books we have here, they are enchanted, you know. And sometimes you have to live the story to understand the meaning of it.
I see. And Tavi is relatively an idiot sometimes, so he's gonna be like, okay, so when they turn to this page here, and then boop.
Yeah, then pop, there you go. You just disappeared.
Yep.
Leaving only Death Maiden behind.
So what do we see here on the other side again?
All right.
Sorry,
Well,
can I do a quick search in the catacombs and maybe come across one of these undead? You know, in the game Baldur's Gate, there was lots of undead down there.
I guess I never played Baldur's Gate actually, so I wouldn't know.
Maybe I can come across a random one and then come back upstairs?
Sure. You come across a.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, sure. Roll. Let's hear. Let's roll the percentage dice, and see how high of a number you can get to.
She goes down after intimidating or persuading the old man and rolls a 22 to come across.
Well, because the higher the roll you got, the more powerful undead I would have said you came upon. So at 22, I would say you met a skeleton, but the skeleton is actually clothed and robed. Like, kind of nice tied sash and everything, not like tattered and everything. So apparently they keep their undead pretty well kept.
Interesting. Okay. I confront this undead, and I point my finger at the skeleton wearing robes. And I am going to use my channel divinity, Control Undead. As an action, you target one undead creature you can see within 30 feet. The target must make a wisdom savings throw. On a failed save, the target must obey your commands for the next 24 hours. An undead whose challenge rating is equal or greater than yours. So my paladin level is 7. So unless this skeleton wearing a robe is 7 or higher, I might have a chance. And the DC is going to be a Wisdom 15. DC 15.
So that would be. See, DC 15?
Orcus commands you!
Yep.
I rolled a 14.
Oh!
So you got a skeleton companion now.
Orcus commands you to follow me back upstairs.
And
And
rolled a 14. Did it have any modifiers?
I did a +3 to it.
Oh, nine. Oh, okay.
I rolled an
All right,
11
so
plus 3, 14.
There you go.
I
Got
command my new skeleton, which I have named Skelly, to join me upstairs, and I will also bring Skelly, and I'll put his hood up so that it doesn't draw too much attention.
All right.
Come, Skelly, we must read this book.
Oh, that did not work. I'm gonna have to do it this way, I guess.
Does he look like a servant? Was
He
he like a?
looks he looks like one of those like high studying monks with a red robe and a darker red
Well, that's pretty
sash, and yeah. This
You
is a
get
very
the sh-
scholarly place where they try to get information from the past and everything. And sometimes you have to interview the undead because, like the bookkeeper said, sometimes you have to live the history in order to understand it.
Right. You didn't get the guy who was like the cleanup crew or something like that. You got something pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
If he had a bow and a short sword, I'd be happy. But if he's wearing robes, then maybe he's a higher CR than I'm thinking. Who knows?
Maybe. But now I gotta find a token for him. God damn it!
Yeah, don't worry about that. Like,
Don't worry about that.
No, don't worry about that for now. We can deal with that later.
Okay. Well, I found one, so I do have one ready to go in case we need it.
Cool. All right. Well, we go upstairs. We open the book and we join our companions. If I read the proper lines and whatnot.
Well, as far as you could tell, all they had to do was just turn a page, and it just disappeared on you.
Oh, okay. Then we will do that, Skelly and I, holding hands with Bortoven.
Oh, Bortover. So Bortoven does a couple of barrel rolls through this dark, windy space as you just jut yourself out. Hey, why don't you roll a dexterity saving throw for me?
Okay, it's not bad for the boar or for me.
For you.
Okay.
You fall out. You come out and you fall a little bit, but you land on your right knee. You kind of just a little crouch. You're like, I got this. I'm used to like rolling and doing things, so you got this.
And then I'll catch my pig in the other hand.
Like a football.
Cool.
Catching a pigskin.
And hopefully Skelly makes it without any issues.
Yeah, actually, here, why don't you roll a dexterity saving throw for the skeleton and see how well they made it? Because they're a little brilliant.
It's within my aura of protection, maybe within 10 feet. Is that fair?
Yep.
All right. So I don't know what his dex is, but if it's +2, he's got a 12 plus my aura of 4 for a total of 16.
Yes, he survived. You got lucky.
Nice.
All right, so now that you join your compatriots and you see Orcarus kind of fly and just pop in the mid scene here, you arrive in this big grassy field surrounded by trees. You're on the fringe of a meadow that borders a forest. Tall trees of several varieties stretch before you as far as the eye can see. Behind you is a range of formidable high mountain peaks as remnants of the setting sun dips below the horizon. A rising full moon illuminates the darkening sky as you can see bits of red flashes up in the clouds. What do you do now that the party is all here?
These mushrooms really are something else, huh?
I'm telling you.
I swear, I didn't have any mushrooms today.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
I think
No,
I
Just
no,
hide
no.
it from us.
I mean, I did lick the moss, but
I brewed the
that's
tea.
entirely different.
I might have had the mushrooms in it. I don't know. We'll see.
This is my new friend Scott. Pay no attention to him.
Scott the skeleton. Scott the scholarly skeleton. There you go.
I figured we've been traveling together for a little bit, so it's like, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's got another one.
Well, let's
Yeah,
put it this way.
sure.
Let's put it this way. You were just on a boat for like a week and a half before you
Yeah.
got here, so you're not smelling very good either. So,
I'm a pirate. That's
All right, well,
yar.
we're here now. What do you think we should do? I don't even know where we are.
Yeah. So looking around, is there any paths or signs or something a ranger thing could do? Like any like game trails or some, is there something that looks like a path?
Make a perception check. Anybody want to help him?
If I can bring out the owl and have him help, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Unless
Now,
I have.
you can bring out your owl now. I figured
Never mind,
I figured getting sucked through the book would have been a good feeling for the
Yeah,
owl.
I have proficiency perception, so I can I'll give him the help action.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, so
I'm
I'll
just
roll
making
advantage.
sure. I'm making sure that Robopupper's fine.
Oh yes, the robot dog. Yeah, robot dog's fine. He's just kind of shaking his head quite a bit, trying to figure out what the heck just happened.
Like he took a little bit of tumbling damage, but I just mend him up. He's fine.
Yeah. So I'll go with advantage. So 25. So your owl does a canvas in a circle around the surrounding of the meadow, and not really much catches the eye. Nothing towards the mountain range or anything like that. But on the edge of the forest, you see three. Your owl. What's your owl's name, by the way?
Oh, I thought I was helping. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
Dave?
That's okay.
Dave. The Carl and
Yeah.
Dave. Okay. All right. So Dave sees three bipedal creatures that combine the features of a man and of a goat. They're about 600 yards towards out in front of you near that tree line up there. Those are the only people the figures that he can see.
Well, I guess let's walk that way and see if they're hostile or they could give us some information.
All right.
We should be careful.
We have a copy of the book, correct, with us?
Yep. Gavin's still holding the book in their hand, and as you look down at the book, you look at the pages. You're like, you see, one of the companions takes their owl and tries to do a search of the area. The book is actually writing what exactly you're doing as you're doing it.
I was thinking, oh, let's read the book to figure out what should we do. Apparently not.
If you flip ahead of the pages, they're blank. There's nothing there.
Hey,
Let's go talk to the satyrs.
we get to be authors as well.
Satyrs.
Okay.
What if they're those like demonic goat people?
Well,
You would worry about that.
well, if for you that know your nature, you do walk up and see the three satyrs.
Very
And one
nice
of them,
bells and whistles.
yeah, I know. And one of them walks up to you and says, "Filet al baleb." Do any of
I
you
actually-
speak Sylvan?
I was going to say. No.
Yeah, no.
All right. He looks back at his companions behind him. He goes, "Alima ala alil." Does any of you speak Elvish?
Yes.
I speak
Oh,
Elvish.
yeah.
Avi does.
I answered
Okay.
in deep speech.
Okay, so you hear him say, good day, all. I'm Tragos, and this is Artelio and Funagi. We, with a bit of a ravel in the swarm of the woods of the wild-eyed ravens attacked us. We're in no fit state to fight, you know. Could you potentially be helping us make her get home?
What? Is a raven?
I'm
A
sorry,
bunch of
you're-
wild-eyed ravens were just out of the woods. We were just drinking and having a merry old time. And they just spoiled it.
A raven. How big was this raven?
Oh, it wasn't just one raven. It was like tons of them.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I couldn't quite tell through your accent. You speak great Elvish, by the way.
Yes, that is actually translated Elvish, by the way.
You said you wanted help getting home?
We want to get to Boulevard Plateau. It's over yonder there, and he kind of points into the deep thick of the woods. Our friend Feanor could be a big help to us.
Okay.
But
No, go ahead. I'm.
I just go close to Gavin and not understanding anything they're saying. I go like, ask the middle one about the mushroom he's holding.
Yeah, he actually is holding a mushroom.
Ask if you want to share.
That's
You know?
I'll
amazing.
ask.
I turn
I'll
over
ask.
and in comment I say, "It's not the mushrooms."
Damn it.
I'll ask. So is that a mushroom you're holding?
That would actually be Artelio. And Artelio's like, oh, it adds to the drinking.
Do you have any extra?
Oh,
Really?
yeah. If you want to help us go through the woods, I'd be more than happy to share with you.
So I repeat this. Sorry, I gotta look at everybody's name again.
Yeah, you look around his belt where what normal health potions would be, and you can quickly tell that that's all booze that he has wrapped around his waist.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sure most of the rest of us speak Elvish.
Satyrs know how to party, so you know.
Oh yeah, they do.
That is fair. Well, we
Yeah.
got to live out the story apparently, so might as well take them.
Yeah, so let's go. Sure, we'll escort you, and we'll see if we could see what we can find.
Okay, so you start making your way through the woods with the Setiers. Is there anything you want to talk to them about, or anything as you're walking through the woods, or you just want to escort them?
How did you guys get here? Yeah, while we're talking and we're walking and talking. You guys.
We came from over there, in the woods over there, where the ravens got us.
So you didn't like read a book and all of a sudden you were here?
We're not big on the reading,
Uh,
but we ain't the investigating types, you know.
I'm just keeping my mouth shut.
Gavin Clarkson.
I'm just like.
Gavin Clarkson awkwardly stumbles up to one of them and is like, so, and he's just gonna, like, ask about some really asinine parts of forgotten history in the year 374 DR.
They kind of look at each other, and be like, "Well, yeah, that's the current date."
Well, yeah, but and he's just gonna like rattle on questions about like, who was the daughter of this person? What was their name? What were they like?
Okay, so what are you trying to ask precisely?
I'm just trying to get like all of the details of history of the year 374 that have been lost to time.
Well, they don't really care so much about history. They mostly just sing, and they're just kind of still in that drunken state of just not caring.
Well,
They just
I
want to
mean-
use you guys as bodyguards, so they don't get bothered with their partying as they go back home. It's essentially.
I mean, the hope here is that it's present day for them, history for me.
Yeah.
Well, they do say that over the past Tens Day, several cracks of thunder have sounded even when it appears that no storms are brewing. At night, in places where the canopy and trees are thin, it provides a clear view for occasional bolts of red lightning that can be seen in the distance.
And he takes the hint and just stops talking.
All right.
And we're walking.
Alrighty, so you're walking and talking, singing, and maybe even drinking with the Setiers here. So as
no
you,
drinking.
all right,
Obviously, more gonna keep an eye out, make sure nothing
Yeah.
happens.
all right.
Yeah, I'll give you a guidance on that.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check then.
Who's doing that?
You probably should, considering you have the higher perception.
Come on, Ranger, that's your job, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Rangers have two jobs to do: look around for things while they're walking down the woods and shoot things from far away.
Oh man, that was almost. And you said a D4 on top of that?
Before, yeah.
D4.
D4, yeah.
Oh,
Hey, 20. So you make a pretty good time through the woods. You find a nice trail. There's not really trails here. There's more like crushed paths, kind of like you see when you hunt for deer and game like that.
Game.
How there's like treaded kind of paths where animals
Game
often
trail.
walk through. Yeah, exactly. It's like gaming trails, so to speak. So you make pretty good time through the woods, and of course the setiers are with you. So it only takes you like 1 or 2 hours through the woods to get to into the deeper parts of the forest here. And after a few hours and several songs and drinks later, you get to a center of a small clearing. It's about 100 feet diameter. Shafts of little cuts of light are shining through the leafy canopy overhead, reflecting off a thin stream that's running nearby. It's trickling along, and between the trees that are gnarled and their roots are kind of thickly strewn together. As you approach the trunk of one very large tree, the satyrs kind of sprint away from you a little bit and run up ahead to this one big tree. As you look at this tree, especially you, Taco, because you have good perception from long range, the tree starts moving
That's not good.
and starts to
Right.
slowly turn around to face you.
Can I cast a spell real quick?
Go ahead.
I am
What is
going
the lighting like here?
The moon is like almost a full moon, so you're getting a lot of light shining through the trees and everything. And you're also in a big opening area, so those, especially those of you with dark vision, can actually see pretty well.
So as soon as this large creature started moving, I cast a second level spell off of her paladin list. Death Maiden of Orcus will cast Aid! And the 3 creatures are myself and my 2 new companions, Boar, Tovin, and Skelly.
Naturally.
Naturally, yeah.
Okay,
And
so that means
we notice-
So you have an extra 5 extra hit points for all of you.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Does
and
aid
the-
work on undead?
It says choose 3 creatures. Undead are creatures just like
Huh.
anything else.
It's just there's so
not
many of
healing.
this. There's so many spells like that don't work on undead.
It's not
Yeah.
necessarily healing; it's an increase of your
yeah.
stamina per se.
Right.
Yeah.
So, or your health pool, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not healing it. If you was using cure wounds on it, I'd be like, well,
does so do we notice that this tree thing is holding a person?
yeah. He picks up the lead Setir there, which was Tragos. He picks him up and starts looking at him. He goes, "Oh, pardon my rudeness, for I was asleep. It's been a long time since I've seen travelers like you in these parts." And you gather, and the Setirs were like, "Oh, Fainer, it's good to see you." And the tree embraces the other 2, welcoming them back home. Gives them kind of a hug squeeze with his hands, so to speak, his hand roots. And he sets them down on the ground, and the Setirs scurry into the bushes where apparently there was more wine stashed away for them. And they collect it all and start running into the woods now that they're back where they wanted to be, back at their home. The treant then slowly, of course, turns over to you guys and says, I'm sure they're grateful to you, but they're so happy to be home they forgot their manners. So, why have you adventurers been traveling through the forest?
We're a bit lost around here. We're just escorting them. Hopefully, we could get a bit more information and help.
You need information?
Oh, yeah. We're not from around here, so obviously.
The treant closes his eyes and he lets out a low, almost like a little horn, like a big long horn you just see from, like from Switzerland,
Mhm.
kind of like the bellowing horn. And he,
Ricola.
yeah, exactly. And he opens his eyes back up and looks at you all, and he says, "The pool of eternal spring has been sullied, tainted by bloodlust. I believe that is why you're here. I beg of you, continue this journey and do whatever's necessary to make this pool pure and clean again.
And which way is this pool?
He gestures kind of to his left, and as probably the ranger, since you rolled so high in your perception, you're gathering that it's kind of in a northerly direction from where you are.
I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I don't think I would like this book we're writing at the moment. We're just walking with a bunch of drunkards, and now we're going to clean a pool. My talents are wasted here.
I mean, there are some details here and there I would change, certainly. But an in media res beginning is not always a bad thing.
It's like we're escorting a bunch of drunk bards to a pool party.
Oh, the Setiers have walked away. They're in the woods away from you now. They got home. They're happy now.
Pool party. Well, that's a good way of framing it. I'm in.
And we're here to clean up the pool after they made a mess of it.
Yeah. As you guys are kind of conversing about pool cleaning and stuff, he goes, I suggest you stop along the way at a community of Dewlight. Speak to a sprite named Weedoli. They may have more news for you.
I say thank you. And by the way, my name is Taco. Can I have yours?
My apologies. I am Feanor. And I thank you for your visit as well. Here, a gesture of good faith in your quest ahead. May it serve you well. And from his roots, he hands this to you. And he goes on to say, this is a potion of Heal Giant Strength. I hope this helps.
I'm sure it will. Thank you very much. And good day to you. We will be on our way.
And there's a potion of Heal Giant Strength for you guys. Oh, and also don't forget you do have 2 basic healing potions with you. Don't forget.
Right.
I think me and the Eldritch Knight are going to fight over this thing.
Who has the Eldritch Knight?
You can go ahead and have it.
You have a strength of 20?
Yeah, you do.
Who has the healing potions, as it happens?
You guys figure that out among yourselves. I said you guys figure it out.
Yeah.
Gavin, you want one?
I'll take one. I didn't prepare any healing spells, so I'll take one.
I think Skelly should have one. You can administer it to
God.
someone who's down, maybe.
He'll drink it, and you see it going through his bones and everything, and out the bottom through his legs.
No, I just meant carry it.
I know what you meant.
About this Hill Giant Strength potion, is anyone else interested? Because this would be quite beneficial for...
I'm treated as if I have a 20 strength anyway.
And
Yay, intelligence.
And this is a green potion with a fingernail in it. So it's kind of like the worm in the tequila bottle.
Yep. Gross.
I'm sure probably could use it.
Actually, mezcal bottle, but we're not.
Okay, I take it and then I feed it to my pig.
You haven't drink it right now? It only lasts for an hour though. So.
Okay, I'll save it. No, I'm just kidding about the pig, but maybe not. I might feed it to the pig. We'll see.
Have Skelly,
pig, yep.
have Scott Skelly give it to the pig.
No, it'll fall through his rib cage, just like the DM said.
No, your skeleton will feed it to the pig, is what he's saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll see.
That way you can do paladin stuff on your turn.
Oh my god.
A pig with a strength of 21, though, imagine. All right,
I'm okay with it only if you let me duel the pig afterwards.
All right, let's fight something.
All right.
I'm thinking how good the mushrooms would go with the pig. I'm just saying, if it dies,
it disappears if it dies. It's a fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go fight something.
Alrighty. So you start heading north in the direction that Feanor told you to. And as you're trekking through the woods and like that, you come across. Let me cue it up for myself here. You come across where the woods start to get a little dark, and the trees don't seem as healthy as the rest of the trees you were when you first got into this grove. You see this. Your path takes you into, like I said, dense forest. A wisp of smoke rises from a rotted out hole in a roof that is lined with fungus. South of the stack is a low stone wall that forms the perimeter of a large hole, while east of the building is a larger wooden structure covered with creeping vines. Would you like to investigate this area?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Gavin Clarkson is going to take a look at the foliage around him and try to gather if he can tell what's actually wrong with it.
Alright, go ahead and or make a nature check.
All right. Wow. That's a 5.
You're noticing that obviously the nature, like when you first walked in the green meadow and the nice trees and everything, you're noticing that there seems to be some sort of withering here, that it's not as healthy as it could be.
Is there any particular smell?
There's a rank odor of feces and kind of like this animal pungency that you're noticing. And as you're investigating, I'm going to take you over to this page now. In case you're wondering, you guys are all the way to the right.
All right.
I'm just going to send my owl like around the houses, see if he sees anything.
All right, make a perception check.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it because I don't actually have an owl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have made that for you. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to slum it and roll a dice.
Yeah, you got to type the hard way.
Oh, you think that's bad? That's my Steel Defender for you.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yep, so that's a 23.
Alrighty. So as your owl making a path around, over in this area, they're hearing a lot of chirping noises and kind of scratching noises in here. As you're passing over this building here, you see the smoke again passing up through the little patchworks in the roof on top of the chimney. So the smoke kind of seems to be escaping the chimney and finding its other ways out of the building. Other than that, don't hear too much in there.
You might be on the GM layer when you pinged because you didn't see it.
You heard the
Am
sounds
I on
in
the
this
game
one?
layer? Okay,
All right, there you go.
do you see this right here?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
You heard the sounds in this
Sorry,
building?
over here you hear the scratching in the kind of chirping going on in this building here. Over in this building, that's a natural 20. The owl hears kind of a little bit of a cackling noise and a couple of whimpers.
Okay.
And
Are
over
you gonna share
here,
that
you
with the
notice
group?
that, and over here, as you finish your loop, you see a very broken down well.
Inti, are you going to share what you heard through your owl with the group, or are you
Yeah,
going to keep it to yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to drink this potion. Strength 21.
Already? Jeez.
Yeah, man, last an hour.
Do we go for the building first, or do we?
Well, there's two buildings.
Well,
Yeah.
no. I mean the one that the pig pen, but that one.
So you want to
Yeah,
skip
sure.
this building and go straight for this one?
I mean, I don't think it would hurt just going like by the side and see if we can find like a window where we can see.
Yeah. Why don't we do
Inside.
that? So I'll try to sneak up.
Anybody
And,
want to sneak up with him, or is this going to be the ranger?
I'm staying behind for now. My armor's gonna make a bunch of noise.
Tavi doesn't
Yeah.
have much stealth, so good.
Okay, Taco, please make a stealth roll with advantage.
Do you have tokens for the Battlesmith's dog as well as the Skelly?
I did not because nobody requested one for the dog. I do have the skeleton though, so give me 1 second.
There's actually a one in arena for the Battlesmith dog, but it's up to you. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, because it's going to be a whole process if you just, or you could just throw down a random robot because it
Oh,
doesn't have to
Skelly.
be a dog.
Yeah, there's a
Can
skelly
you,
for you.
can you grant all users to move them around?
Yep, I can do that for you. Just have to remember to copy this one, I guess.
I can import the Steel Defender to the game if you want.
That is a
Yeah, that's
nice
what I meant. Steel
stealth roll.
Defender.
If
That's
you
what
can
I
do
meant.
that for me. If you could do that, that'd be great.
I just did.
Represents. It doesn't represent anybody. Controlled by. There we go. Controlled by all. Save. You should be able to
Alright.
control it now.
Yeah, looks good.
Mhm.
Thanks.
And you should have the Steel Defender there as well. And you can just like drag in a random owl from the compendium if you want.
Okay. Still
If you have that,
defender.
Not very
Yeah. If I can drag him.
We
There it
decided
goes.
to have all the pets.
All right, and I'll let you have it so that way you can. Oh, I think it's controlled by everybody, anyways.
It is not.
Let me check. Hold on a second.
If the token is representing a character sheet.
There we
character
go.
sheet-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it. There you go. Now you
Yeah,
should be able to
looks
control it and set its health.
Looks good. We'll take care of the hit points and stuff.
Yep. Now let's have to remember to drag those two along with us as we go along.
Yep.
So here, let me just do this real quick for you guys.
Just getting a copy
There you
and
go.
paste down.
Yep. Just got copy. D&D, everybody. This happens all the time. All right. So, Taco, did you make that stealth roll for me?
Yeah, I kind of did.
Oh, you don't even break a twig or a leaf as you sneak steadily by this long building between the forest and, well, the dying forest and the what appears to be just a long wooden shack.
And I mean, is there like I would want to go up to a window and see, like, look in.
There is no
There's-
windows on the outside of this building. There's only a door at this end that you could see.
Okay. All right, I understand.
If you can continue to walk down towards the smoke shack there if you wanna.
Yeah, I'll keep moving down.
Yep. Well, with a stealth roll of 27, well, actually 29 because you rolled advantage. Yeah, just keep on walking. As you're walking, you see there's about a door right about here on this building. As you're walking through.
And is the door open or closed?
Nope, door's closed.
And there's Is there any windows or anything?
No, this is just a thatchwork, bunch of wood just tacked up and just boarded up. There is no windows. All you see is a door.
Okay, and
Obviously, the
What time of
person
day
does
is
not
it?
care about looking out the window and seeing the day go by.
any type of day, or is it like dark,
It's
evening, morning?
make a perception check. That's good. You notice that oddly enough, it seems like only an hour's gone by. If you look up at the sky, time seems to be passing really slowly in this wherever this place is.
So it's still daylight, basically.
Well, no, it was evening with the moon coming up, so the moon is brightening up everything around you.
Ooh,
As
so
long
it's
as you're
a
not
little dark.
standing underneath trees, you're not in full darkness. Only when you're out in these like kind of open areas, like here and here.
then I'd be in full darkness.
No, you'd be in full light. If you're in here, you're in
Okay.
like kind of full darkness.
All right.
Oh, and just a note to everybody: any tree line stuff like this on any of these maps is considered difficult terrain, unless ranger. I don't know if you have that feat or not, or ability.
I'm not sure. I just want to get in, if I can, just get under this tree and hang out.
Okay, as you go into this tree, you see there's another door at the other end of this building.
So that's kind of where I'm going to hang out until something happens, because I'm in the dark. Nothing can see me. I can see them.
All right, and your perception roll of 18. Now you can clearly hear the coming from this building over here, and at the same time you hear kind of whining or whimpering, also coming from that building in front of you. Friday the 13th, all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till my companions start coming up, and hopefully something walks out the door. So I'm preparing myself for an attack.
I whisper over. "Hey, so, guys, you think he's coming back?"
We
You
wait
don't
for,
have,
like,
you
a
don't have
signal.
telepathy that Therese has, so unless you can make hand gestures and understand them.
We look for a signal, and if he tells us to come over, we'll move.
Yeah, you can't see me. I'm in the dark.
Let's see.
I'm a
Can you see
gloom
you from that far away? Let's see. Oh yeah, he's a
well,
gloomstalker. You
I'm
guys can't see
Gloomstalker.
anything. You
can't
don't know
see
where he
shit.
went.
He's invisible.
He's invisible to
But-
you all,
But the thing is, we
especially from
done
that
this
far away
before.
where you guys were. He's completely invisible.
Yeah, we've done this before.
We've done this
adventured
before.
for a
You know
while.
what I'm doing. I'm hiding somewhere in the dark, and
Can
guys are gonna
Death
come
Maiden hear the cackles from where she's at?
No, you're too far away. You just hear a lot of screeching and chirping and loud noises just coming from. Oh, I'm not my cursor.
All right, so there's a
From
door on this
from
building.
over here. There's a door. It seems to be. Well, you know there's a door at this end.
Okay.
Your character does not know what's at this end yet.
Does she hear the cackling over here?
You can hear what seems to be a voice coming from this direction, but you can't make out what it is.
All right, are you ready for the signal?
Gavin Clarkson would like to cast guidance on himself and move as stealthily as he can towards this door.
Okay, yep. Your stealth carries over, so you don't have to make another roll.
I didn't make a roll.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so stealth at disadvantage.
It
hold
would
on.
be if you have armor, it'd just be a straight roll.
and
Okay,
oh, finally,
so straight roll, and I have a D4.
we've rolled a 2 and a 5.
Terrible.
So,
So that's
I take the
14.
first. Well, I take the first number, so it's 14.
Oh,
So yeah, you're moving along. How close you're getting here?
I just want to be able to see down the door into the building.
All right. As you open the door.
Oh no, I don't want to open the door.
You don't open the door?
I just want to be able to see down the door if it opens.
Okay. Yeah, you're at the door.
Yeah, cool. Now, that's just my setup.
Okay. Carl, Tavi. You guys doing
See.
anything or just hanging back?
I see everyone splitting, and I'm not liking this. But... Yep.
You go up to the building too. All right.
Death Maiden hears the cackles from the building. Show yourself! She yells out.
All right. You're this one, right?
No, that's Leo. This one.
Oh, who rolled the 4?
That was Tabby.
That's
I
yeah.
just realized I was muted.
Savvy, 10. As
Tavi is 10, yes.
all right. And did Carl roll?
No, I'm gonna roll it right now.
All right, go ahead and roll.
I'm just assuming you're gonna fail because it's.
Oh,
let
and
me
I'll
see.
get the owl in here. Dave.
Stealth. That's an 8.
Okay. represents non. Player. Come on.
So a 14, 10, a 12.
Oh.
And a bugbear yelling, "Show yourself! We're here to kill you!"
Are you yelling?
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
That's the
Okay.
signal.
Well, let's go back to these two here. So for those stealth rolls, you two, as you kind of lean up against the building, you hear a what kind of noise coming from inside the building. Death Maiden, go ahead and make an intimidation check for me.
Okay, she is quite intimidating and persuasive.
Persuasive, really? I wouldn't have guessed.
Yes, she can turn on the charm. I gotta change the color of my dice. That was terrible.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. So, actually, wait, hold on. I gotta go do that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So as you yell this, let's see, where are we? I'm on the wrong layer. That's why I can't grab anything.
Yeah,
the
gets a little
layers.
weird.
Yeah, the layer. I gotta get used to this layer stuff. Again, 20 years, guys, since I've DM'd on anything like this. So as you yell that, the door creaks open, and out kind of pops a head, going like, "I didn't invite any more visitors here." What do you do?
What do I see?
Does she have green skin?
All right. In the doorway, you see this figure.
Oh, we know this.
I don't know what it is. I can't see it really.
Oh, what the heck happened?
That is a hag of some sort.
Is a knight, possibly.
Token layer.
Yep, there it is.
Token.
Yeah,
there.
Now we can't.
Nope.
Okay. Every time I try to do a zoom feature, it just disappears.
That's okay. I think we get the point. So
Okay. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why. There he goes. That's what you say.
yeah.
These are tough.
Roll for initiative.
Do you have the initiative thing up though?
How do I activate that? That's one thing I didn't know how to do.
It's a clock down on the toolbar
Yeah,
on
the
the
little
left.
clock.
Clock on the toolbar on the left. Da, 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 da.
There you go.
And I will roll one for her as well.
Death Maiden yells, "Let's rock!"
I just turned to the group and, are we here to kill them?
Oh, not bad as Cyril.
Yeah, Cyril, Carol, Cyril.
Ascending. Oh, descending. By the way. There we go. All right. First up, Taco. You see a bluish woman that's very aged with horns kind of coming up from the sides of her face, leaning out the doorway trying to figure out what the heck is these uninvited guests are doing at her home. What do you do?
I don't know if this is right or wrong, but what the hell? I'm going to send some arrows. Would she be surprised? Can she see me at all?
Well, with a stealth check of 29, I'd say no. She can't. Well, let's see.
He is also invisible if she's
Well,
relying on
actually, you know what? I rolled a natural 20 on her perception when Death Maiden yelled, so she can see you.
Does she
have-
rely on dark vision?
Yes.
She has 120 feet of dark vision, actually.
Doesn't matter. She
Then
can't
Taco's
see me.
invisible.
Oh, that's right, because it works opposite. You're right. I forgot about that. So yeah,
So
she doesn't see you.
my question is, would my arrows be surprised?
You have advantages. That's what you're asking on your attack.
No, I have advantage anyway.
Right.
I have that regardless. But would she be surprised?
Yes.
She would be surprised.
Yep.
Okay. 'cause
She
that
was
makes a
busy.
difference.
She was too busy in the house trying to do something, and now she's being bothered by these uninvited guests. So yeah, you have.
And
Oh,
the
I
reason
see.
why I'm asking
Yeah,
is
you're
I'm an
gonna regret.
assassin.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know.
So, all right. So I am gonna. What should I do? Should I? All right. My first. It doesn't matter. My first arrow is gonna be a. How do I want to do this?
You haven't gotten to that point yet.
What do you mean?
Never mind. It's a joke.
Oh yeah. I think I'm just gonna do it this way. Let me roll. I'm gonna roll 2d20s, and it's gonna be -5. Okay.
Okay.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. All
What's
right.
that? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're rolling
Um,
from the Discord. I forgot.
So one was a
Yeah.
15, one was 17 +5. So it'd be +5, so it's 20. Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
All right. So this is gonna be a shit ton of dice.
I'm sure it will be.
All right. So that'll be 2d8.
Roll them
Yeah, I'm
bones.
All right. I'll do it on the computer, so that way.
Yeah, there's
All
a
right,
lot
so-
of dice to be added.
Is that too many dice
That's
for you to
gonna-
hold at one time? Is that what you're saying?
Shit. You know what? I screwed up.
Oh,
No,
because it means it's going to be.
I wanted to bonus action. It's too late. I'll do the next one. I'll do that.
Oh, yeah. But I mean,
I was thinking
still.
Zephyr Strike.
No,
Yeah.
Hunter's mark, probably.
Hunter's Mark.
Because you
But
didn't
I-
see, because you didn't
didn't
see
say
her
it.
until she got into the doorway. I would say you would not been able to mark her because you couldn't see her inside the building. So don't worry about
And
that.
that's fair. That's fair. And so that would be 2d8, right? And 4d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
Doesn't. Isn't there something about another D8 on the first round with Gloomstalker?
Yeah, no, that's coming.
Oh,
So if you take the attack action and then that's coming.
oh, is that the third attack?
Yeah. So that's 35 points of damage. Somebody want to write this down. All right, 35. That's my first one.
Okay.
I think that might need still your. Does that add your modifier, like your dex modifier?
Plus 5. I'm sorry, 40 points of damage. That's 40 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's Gloomstalkers are 40 points of damage.
No joke.
My second arrow is still with advantage because I'm totally hidden. And I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to roll two d20s. I wish you would roll it one at a time so you could. So clear this. And let's roll. Before I roll, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark and mark her. Okay.
All right.
So do that, and all right, 2d20s are being rolled right now. I don't think that's going to work.
Plus nine.
Yeah, that'd be 9. That's 14.
Only
It's a
14.
14.
14 is a miss.
What do you mean 14?
Minus
Roll.
Yeah.
minus 5.
9 plus 5, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Relax. 9. I
Yeah,
rolled
14.
2 9s. It's 14.
Yeah.
I forgot you got the
Alright.
-5.
All right. So just 40 damage then.
No, I got one more attack.
Okay.
It's a Gloomstalker. The first round is pretty brutal.
Yeah, and you rolled first, so the rest of you are not even going to get a
So-
chance on this.
Ah,
So the 20 does a 20 hit.
20 is a hit.
All right, so this is going to be with 2d8 and 1d6 plus 10. That's not that bad. So that'd be 16. That'd be 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage.
Is
Yeah,
that
so in
is
total
that 26 or again 31?
I'm sorry. Hold on. 31.
And the D6 gets
30.
doubled as well, I think. Maybe.
No, I
Is
don't
this a
think
crit?
No, that's damage. That's not his roll.
Oh
That's
yeah,
not
but
his roll
is
damage.
this a crit or is it just the first one?
I think just the first one would. I'm not sure, Inti's. What I don't.
That's a DM call.
Yeah. So I did 40, and then what? 31.
Yeah.
So 71 points of damage, and I think I'm done.
Whew.
And there's really, because that is a good question, because it says if you're surprised, or I don't know. We'll argue
it's like
this.
Sean
We'll argue
said.
this. Yeah, we'll argue this next week
Yeah.
or during the week. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm done. I think 71 is pretty good.
Wow. Okay then. So, yeah, she kind of peers out, and as she's peering out, you let loose 2 of your 3 attacks. I'm assuming because you rolled like 3 times.
Mhm.
2 of your arrows hit true, hitting her, and one in the shoulder, one in the chest, and she kind of heals back a little bit, going, "Oh, that wasn't very nice." And unfortunately, she rolled a 16 on her initiative, so now she goes next. She takes a step out, looks back at her shack, and she goes, "You spoiled my fun. Maurice, deal with him!" And she's going to cast a spell. And she'll be casting Plane Shift. And she disappears.
Alright.
As she disappears, see who's next. Tavi, you're up next. Because you're at the opposite end of this building. You didn't see what happened. What do you do?
Yeah, we're just gonna kind of move around the corner here. See that she's not there, be very confused, and then just we're gonna. So the trees are difficult terrain, right?
Trees are difficult terrain. Yep.
So it's 5, 15.
If you stay along right along this wall here, it's just overhanging trees, so you can move more and move and run along the building. So.
Okay. So 10.
So it's like you can move normal speed, but you're kind of stuck in a corridor, so to
Right.
speak.
30. You can't see her for some reason, so we're gonna dash up to here.
All right, and just like Taco and Death Maiden saw, you see a door here that's now opened all the way, and you see a door right here. Taco, from your position, because you opened the door, you see into the building, and you kind of see a fireplace that's kind of lit in the back. Anything else on your turn, Tabby?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right, Gavin, you're up.
So it looks like we're gonna be. Did I hear her say something about Maurice?
Nope, you're at the opposite end of a building, and pretty much, as far as you can tell from your position, what you're looking at, it's like this thing is this large, I would say 25-foot tall structure, and you're at the opposite end of this thing in the woods, so you can't hear anything.
Okay, but there is something in this building.
Yeah, because when Kirill and was it Tavi maybe gets the building, you hear that whoop whoop noise, because they kind of bumped the building a little bit and made a noise.
Okay, so Gavin Clarkson, let's try something. It might not be the best idea, but he's going to cast Heroism
It's a good spell.
at first level on his dog.
On the dog.
The puppy, the brave steel puppy, is brave.
I know.
And the dog is going to rush up and try to knock open the door.
All right, roll a strength check on the puppy dog.
Okay, that is a +2.
Does his neck double as a battering ram?
So that's a 6.
It knocked on the door pretty loudly, and nothing happened. And nothing happened to the door. But because of the loud thump against the door, you hear shrieks and loud a cacophony of noises coming from this building now. Shrieks and wails and howls, and it is just a lot of noise coming from the building now.
Sean, that's your favorite term.
Yeah. What is?
Cacophony.
I do like cacophony. Yeah. All right, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Next up is Maurice's turn. So, Tavi, Death Maiden, and Taco, can you all roll perception checks for me?
Hey.
Okay. There, Leo?
Yeah, what do you what?
Perception check.
Oh, okay. She is proficient, but with only a +3. Yeah.
Okay, so Tavi and Taco, you see over in, make sure I'm in the right layer, over in this direction by the well. Leo, you're kind of busy petting Beethoven, feeding him the potion, apparently.
No, I drank it. I drank it.
Oh, you drank it? I thought Porter was going to drink it.
No, it was a wise choice to drink it.
You two see this thing come popping up out of the well.
Oh, we know this.
And you hear a loud coming from there, and as it comes up out of the well, it's going to shoot towards the forest here.
Now there is quite a bit of foliage between me and him. Just saying.
But he's actually, because he's a large creature, actually.
I noticed.
Let's see here. Can he make it through there? That's the question. Yes, he can. All right. So he gets to about right at the edge of the woods there. Right about here. And let's see. No, you're too far away, so I'm going to make a quick dash action, half movement to get up to you here. And
I am going to use my reaction as soon as he comes within 15 feet. And I am
Okay.
going to make my first attack of the night.
15
Come on, make
or
it count.
10, because you're a player now. You don't get GM rules.
What? It's the pole arm is 10 feet, and then with another 5 feet of bugbear.
That's on your turn.
Yep. It
Oh,
does.
10. It's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're within 10 feet. Not
Whatever.
20 feet.
10
because
feet, yeah. I
because
will
you're
make
at
my
the ready.
first
You're
attack.
not moving to strike. You're kind of at the ready, welcoming the blow. So
And he is going to take my first attack with the giant strength. The glaive is going to lash out. 23 to hit.
go and roll damage.
And the damage is going to be slightly increased due to the Oathbreaker's level 7 ability, which is called Aura of Hate. They gain a bonus of their charisma modifier to their attack rolls. So here is the damage. Ooh, 17 magical slashing damage.
Alrighty. So that is. Unfortunately, I can't just hit minus on this thing. That's the one thing I don't like about this DCM screen. I have to do quick math every time. Alright.
But you can't.
Yeah. Don't you just hit minus on the circle thing?
I'm using 5e tools.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you're using the 5e Tools DM screen.
Yep, which takes up the whole thing of my screen that's turned sideways, so it's like the whole thing, like this tall. You guys can't see it, but they can see it at home.
Yeah.
All right, that's your reaction. He bonus to try to get into you. That's it for him. And now this is your turn now.
All right, cool. Death Maiden is up. And she is going to begin. Yeah, you know what? I think she's just going to lay into this creature. I was thinking about casting a spell. You know what? I'm going to cast the spell anyways. I am going to cast a very underrated first level spell, so I'm going to avoid my attacks for the first round. Protection from good and evil.
Okay then.
Oh, and you know what? Actually, the creature, if it's not immune to the frightened condition on that last hit, before I forget, I am going to use my Undead Warlock level 1 ability, which is Form of Dread, as a bonus action. Wait. No, I'm going to start that now, sorry. So forget that. I'm going to use a bonus action, and then I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil. Is that cool?
Yep, you can do that.
And the Form of Dread grants me a little bit of temp HP. It's only going to be 1d10 plus 1. 2 temp HP. That's
A little buffer. Well, you already have 8 on you,
better
too.
than nothing, I guess.
You have 8 and you have Form of Dread. So.
And I am going to have my boar give the help action for my skeleton, who's going to move in. And I haven't... I'm assuming this is just a skeleton stat block. Is that cool?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be just a plain skeleton with no weapons
Fair
because
enough.
he was just a
My hopes
researcher.
up there for like a skeleton mage for a second.
He's just a dead dude. Okay?
That's cool. So he is going to, with advantage, try to stab this creature with his short sword.
No weapon. He just said he has
No weapon. He could punch it.
Oh, skeletons usually come equipped with standard equipment.
This is a librarian historian. They don't have any weapons.
That's
They're just there
cool.
for research.
I will drop one of my weapons. I am going to drop a javelin as a free action before the end of Death Maiden's turn.
If you want to equip him with a weapon before we started this, like who he's walking around with a javelin, go ahead.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever.
All right.
And I am going to stab him with said javelin with advantage. So let me roll again just to see what it is. Okay, so 19 plus 4. Plus 4.
Yep, that's a hit.
All right, so the javelin normally does 1d6 and the skeleton gets a plus 2. However, with Aura of Hate, he is going to get an additional plus 4. So, max damage! 12 piercing damage as Scott Skelly, stabs the creature in the mouth. And that's the end of my turn.
Scott Skelly, famed Necronaut.
Kirill, with the roll of 1 for initiative.
Yep.
You have a dog next to you.
You have a puppy. You have a steel dog next to you that rammed its head into a building, and that building is filled with noises galore.
Yep. And I just turn to Gavin and go like, "What the hell? Now we have to deal with this." And I'll just I'll prepare my action to attack anything that comes out of this building. First thing I see. And then I'll just send my owl to give the help action against this thing and then move away.
Okay. As you're trying to determine what's in this building, you hear a lot of rattling. Like the rattling of metal.
Mm-hmm. And then, let me see if I don't think I have anything for my bonus action, so I think that's going to be
Okay.
that's going to be it. Yeah.
Tree Hider, you're up.
Yeah, okay. So and then just shoot away.
Okay, bang bang.
This time, same thing. It'll be just a +5 to whatever rolls I get.
Okay.
And you let the people at home know that I like to roll dice every now and then.
Yes.
I moved
if,
my.
if they watch
I
our
moved-
streams, I'm sure they know by now.
Well, if anybody's watching.
We
So
have
I
some
moved
people
my
watch.
boat. I'm going to move my hunter's mark over to that thing.
You'd have to cast it first. Oh wait, no, you used it on your second.
already
Never
did.
mind. You're right. So bonus action moved it. All right.
So 15 does it? I'm sorry. 17 does 17 hit?
17 is a miss.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
All right.
Natural
That was
armor.
my first. Okay, so this one I'm just gonna shoot normally. No minuses.
I think the creature has to drop to 0 before moving Hunter's Mark. Maybe.
That is a
Not 20.
crit.
That is a crit.
All right.
That is a crit. So that'll be. No, I don't think you could just move the hunter's mark, can't you?
I think that's Hex.
No, they both do it, I think.
All right,
So
let's check it real quick before we roll all these dice.
Just for rules reference, the night hag used plane shift,
Yeah, it told us.
so that would have broken the hunter's mark because it went to a completely different plane.
Target has to drop
Okay.
to 0.
So therefore, you can't move it.
You choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra d6 damage. If the target drops to 0 hit points before this spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn to mark a new creature. It
Okay.
does not necessarily end if the creature moves to a different plane of existence.
Yeah,
But it didn't
for
drop
sure.
to 0 HP either. So
I'm telling you, you should have Zephyred Strike. That's
So
the gold.
the-
on that
The Hag is
creature.
still
No.
marked.
The
Hag is still marked. All right,
Yeah.
so with that, I still get 4d6 and actually be 2d8. Or
guys, just letting you
3d8?
know, Paul's using that ranger build I was going to think about using for my rogue in one of the campaigns, but I decided not to.
I have had this exact build in a campaign before.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. I'm
It is
sorry.
brutal.
Oh, but it was even worse because for some reason I gave him a cloak of the bat. So if he was in darkness or dim light, he could fly at will.
Oh, thank you for not doing that, Paul.
All right, so no, okay, so yeah, so it'll be 4d6 and 2d8, right?
Yep.
Oh man, this is shitty.
Thank you.
What
Yeah,
roll
seven.
was that? God damn.
Thanks for being a bad roll. I
7.
appreciate you.
10,
7, 10, 16,
18,
18 points of damage.
28.
No. I
Not
didn't do
plus 10.
the plus 10.
Okay,
So
so
it's
then
reroll.
just
Still plus 5, I think.
23.
18 plus 5, 23.
What's the final total? 23?
23.
All right.
Oh no, low roll, 23 damage.
Well, even if you have a low roll with a bunch of dice, it's still going to do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Is that the end of your turn?
That would be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Tavi, you see arrows flying through the air and hitting this giant tentacle thing in front of you in the woods. What do you do?
We're going to take a page out of Inti's book, and we're going to crush his mind with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no! That's a intelligence saving throw, huh?
Nasty.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, look at the wrong page. Oh, that's even worse.
That's what we love to hear.
That would be a 0 for those of you that didn't see that. I rolled a 3. Minus 3 is a 0.
It takes 8 damage, can't make any reactions until what, his next turn?
Until the start of its turn.
Until the start
Oh,
of
well,
its
let me
turn.
show the description. That's weird.
Oh, that's nice. Piggy can run away.
Okay.
There you go.
Ah.
And
So I
can
guess
use it
so I can't take a
to-
reaction. What?
Can't take a reaction on your turn. You can either move, make one attack, or
Okay.
use your bonus action.
It's not one attack, that's slow.
Or-
It can use its full action a bonus action, or move.
Oh, I'm thinking of slow, aren't I?
You're thinking of slow.
Either way, so Touch Mind was still good.
Yeah.
But it takes 8 psychic damage.
All right, you see it wince in a lot of pain. No eyes, so you just see the bee kind of grit its mouth since it has no teeth. From the pain it just got dealt to it. Anything else?
Nope, that is it for me.
Yevon, you hear a bunch of crashing in the woods in through the distance with a lot of yelling from your compatriots. What do you do? And you're muted. Oh, no, you're good.
No. Gavin Clarkson will ready in action to throw a spear at something if he sees it.
Just open the door, man.
And then his dog is going to try and open the door again.
All right, try to bash the door open. That opens outwardly, I might add.
Why don't you just open it?
There's
with your
clearly a
hand?
handle there to pull open. But you want to push it inwards, so go ahead.
I mean, the dog. Yeah, the dog's just. So is this an athletics check?
All right.
All right, athletics check is a plus. A20.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, so that's a +5. That's an 18.
All right. The door bashes open. And the noise that has been continually sounding during this whole entire battle since Maurice popped up and the dog knocked the door the first time. Inside, mostly Kirill, since you're right next to the door, you see this inside the building. You see on either side of this what appears to be like a barn. You see a menagerie of animals inside cages all along the sides of the walls of this building. Some of which are just barred, some of which are completely enclosed and have maybe a tiny window, just enough to maybe breathe or just stick food in. And those dark cages are one right next to you on either side, and there's another one here, and there's another one here.
You can't see your pigs.
You can't. It's just a black box with like a tiny little window. But all these other ones are just open barred, and you see gorillas, baboons, hawks, eagles, another boar, a hyena, a giant rat, and among other things.
Is it a female boar?
Don't even start.
Don't encourage him.
Don't encourage
They
him.
could have a fiend beast hybrid baby.
Nope, it's a male. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was gonna say over 50, under 50. Over 50 would have been female, but.
Right?
All right. Anything else, Kevin? That was your dog. That was your doggo.
Using my dog ends my turn.
All right. It is Maurice's turn.
Oh.
Since Maurice can only make one action this turn,
Well, yeah.
he's
If
gonna.
he has multi attack, you can just use it all.
Yeah, you can still attack, right?
Yeah, he can make one action attack. So since you carded up with the glaive a couple times, he's gonna hit you. So
Well, I don't know what kind of creature this is, right? But if it's one of the ones on the protection from evil list, then it would be a disadvantage. But it's a pretty small list: Fae, fiends, undead, elementals, aberrations, celestials.
There's none of the above, actually.
Okay, cool.
Surprisingly
Just
enough,
checking.
and it is not even. Actually, it's not even evil. It's just neutral. Does a 21 hit?
It does.
All right. You can only make one attack, correct?
No, he can make
No,
however
can
many
use all
he
of its attacks. That was
Yeah.
my bad.
He can make
Oh.
as many attacks as he can. He just can't do anything else.
All right. So the first attack's going to be with his tail. That will be 21 to hit, so that's 10 damage.
Hmm.
All right. Second attack will be with his tentacle.
Taking out the boar.
That's a 26 to hit.
Whoosh.
That is a hit.
You take you take 24 slashing damage,
Ouch.
and since it did hit with its tentacles, it's gonna try to attack you with this giant beak in the middle of those tentacles.
Mhm.
Oh, luckily for you, it was 11.
Whew.
So it misses with its beak, and it can't move, right?
It
Not that I
cannot
want to
move.
move because you clearly have
Yeah.
that. So, all right. So now it's your turn to counterattack there, Orcus.
Okay, here we go. Well, while my companions off into the east are playing PETA, rescuing these animals, I'm actually going to kill something or try to.
It's coming from the one who kills all her animals all the time in the campaign, mind you.
I don't. The DM does, but whatever.
Okay. Oh, it's your alter ego. Okay.
Two very different people. I'm very kind. The Death Maiden is going to get a little bit of help from Bortoven as the pig distracts this creature with slobbering noises and fake charges.
Oh, shoot.
And I
That's
am
right.
going to make
Taco,
this
you had
first-
advantage in that first attack. I forgot about that. My bad.
I always have advantage.
Well, you had double
It-
advantage because of the owl. But,
Oh,
alright,
yeah,
anyways.
it's a stat.
Anyways, you had advantage. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, so the first glaive attack is flying through the air as she cuts down with a 23 to hit,
23 is a hit. Roll for damage.
including Aura of Hate, 16 total damage.
Alright.
She is going to make...
It's looking a little hurt now.
Yes, and I will make another attack, this time just a regular attack. 27.
27 is definitely a hit.
And that will be an additional 17, including the Aura of Hate of magical slashing damage.
Oh my goodness.
Is it still alive?
It is still alive, yeah.
Thanks to Polar Master, I'm going to make a bonus butt end attack. Oh, it's only 13, though.
13 bounces off the hide of it.
Ah, very well. I am going to carefree. I'm just going to move away.
Because I can't make a reaction.
No
You can
reaction?
now, yes.
You can now, yeah.
Oh, I can because it was my turn. Oh, yeah.
What?
That thing did not like you hitting him.
Oh, wait, no, then stand by. If that's the case, then I won't move away. I am going to instruct my skeleton to make an attack, just a normal attack. It's only a 14 to hit.
Nope. That's a miss.
Very well. And I believe that is going to be the end of my turn.
All right.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, no, that's it.
All right. Kirill, the door got bashed open by the metal puppy dog, and you see this zoo of animals, what appears to be inside of this rickety barn. What do you do?
Interesting. This is not what I expected, so it's worthless. And I'll
Yeah.
just...
I got you guys in the shaking chains. Oh yeah, and all these animals are inside cages. None of them are open and free or anything.
So you could run through the middle of the building if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You
So,
should check to see if their cages are clean and if they're getting enough water and stuff.
Kirill wants to
Enough
kill
to
stuff.
survive. Let's put it that way.
You got to see if they're comfortable, if they're in distress.
So, since
well-
Kirill wants to kill something, he'll move to here, and then he'll miss the step up to here.
You go,
There you go.
go inside the building and find out if they're well taken care of.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna bring in my owl to give me advantage, and I
Sorry
will
for
use my
calling.
action to cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
So let me see, that would be with my longsword. But it's an advantage. Nope, that's 16.
16 bounces off the tentacle there, parries it.
Really? Oh.
Well, 17
Yeah,
didn't hit.
17 didn't hit, so.
So, Inti, wouldn't your fighter have that war magic at level 7?
Yeah, but I already used my bonus action.
Oh, right.
So he He still wants to kind of kill things. I don't know if I should. You know what? I'm gonna use my action surge. I'm just gonna attack twice with the longsword. Really?
Oh my god.
That'd be a miss too.
Yep. Okay, that's it for me.
Alrighty. Top of the order. Taco's up.
All right, Taco is not going to use the. These are just going to be regular rolls.
It
So I'm not
he
gonna
definitely knows you're there now.
He might know he's there, but he can't see me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 24 to hit.
Yep. Go ahead and roll. You don't even have to roll damage because you only have 5 HP
No,
left.
no. Hold on. We got
It
to.
doesn't have to,
right.
but
Doesn't have to.
It's part of the fun.
All right. See how much damage
All right,
you
there
dealt.
we go. 12 points of damage.
Yeah, it's definitely dead.
I softened him up for you, Taco.
Okay.
Even though you did ton more damage on the hag.
So the alpha Grick, known as Maurice, tumbles over to the side into the trees, dead. Now we are out of combat. What would you like to do?
I'm waiting. I'm just staying right here till that thing comes back. That hag.
Yeah, I'll have Robopupper just go down.
Yeah, the
Somebody
animal.
check out-
The animal, seeing an animal that's not have fur on it and steel, they're kind of a little skittish from it, due to the fact that they're already skittish already.
Okay. Well,
Somebody check out the house.
Okay,
Alright.
Gavin, are you gonna? Okay, time out. Gavin, are you gonna go in the building there or the barn there?
yes.
All right, make a perception check for me.
Can my dog do that?
Sure. It
Okay,
can report
'cause-
to you what's going on or point to something. So go ahead.
Yeah. 'Cause I have a -1. The dog has a +3.
That's what you made him for.
Yes. 14.
Going through the cages and all, you notice that these animals are barely being taken care of. You're noticing that these animals are missing patches of fur, missing feathers. The hawk, the eagle over here, is missing an eyeball. Clearly, these animals are being used for other purposes than just being pets.
Some kind of spellcasting component farm.
Basically, is what you kind of gather. And again, you see empty. You see these black boxes. You don't know if they're empty or not because you can't really see into them very well. But there's one here, one under the owl because I'm assuming the owl's on top of the barn. And there was one, and there was two right next to you as you were going into the building there.
Yeah, Gavin Clarkson, being the idiot he is, will try and open this black box.
All right, it's completely empty. Nothing in there.
He's just going to stand there confused for a while, and we can move on to see what everyone else is doing.
Well,
You hear a voice.
there's other.
Let's make a deal.
Well, you're seeing all these cages. I hear there's like cages over between every single one of these spaces. Not all of them are filled, but it is lined end to end with cages and boxes and everything else. Some have some animals, some don't.
Okay.
Did you want to look at all the boxes or just that one for now?
Yeah, sure. He'll just look at all the boxes.
All right, as you here, just for hell of it, make a strength check to see how well you get through the boxes.
Yeah, probably not well.
Or you can have the doggo try to rip open the box or something with his teeth.
I mean,
help him with it.
Yeah, you can help if you want.
Gavin will try. Gavin will fail.
You broke a nail while trying to do it.
Ow. And then Doggo will try.
All right. Captain Dog. All right, yeah. So in this box,
Dog has a +5.
yeah, you definitely did it. So in this box over here, inside the very darkened space, you see. Oop, I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry. You see this laying on the floor of the very darkened space.
Well, that's not something I am intimately familiar with. I don't know what that is. What am I looking at?
You see appears to be a feminine formed green humanoid covered in leaves and very odd skin tones, completely just unresponsive inside the case.
Wow.
You see this feminine form curled up in a little like fetal position, floor, legs, arm, all bound together around the knees area, just on her side, just out.
Does she appear to be gagged or anything?
Not gagged, just unconscious.
I am going to just close that box and head back to the group.
Okay. On the other end of the path, I'm going to see Orcus. You're going to make your entry into the building there.
Yes, and as she walks towards the open door, sort of nonchalantly with supreme confidence, she's just going to tap herself on the chest, and she is going to use her lay on hands ability. And she has 35 points to play with, and she is going to expend 34 of those points back to the maximum of 80 that she started with.
Okay then.
And as she confidently steps into the building, what does she see?
All right. As you walk into the shack, you notice that the shack is in a terrible, terrible state and disrepair. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Can the boar help me with his sniffer?
Not in this situation. No, it's more
That's fair.
visual.
Well, it was worth a shot. Here's the perception with a +3. 17.
17, not bad. You note that there's contents all over the place. There's a ramshackle bed to your right, a scratched up table in front of you near the fireplace, some warped wooden shelves along with various containers of things. You see like feathers in one container, you see fur and an eyeball in another. So, you gather late when you guys get together, you notice that it is an animal farm to make spell components of potions and stuff like that. But when you look over to the left, to the southern wall over here, you see on the ground, bound up with their hands to their legs, two more of these green, leafy, feminine creatures huddled together. They are conscious and they are looking up at you,
So
terrified.
Death Maiden is all juiced up on this hill giant strength, and
Yeah.
she's got the bloodlust in her eyes. Unless somebody stops her, she's going to take out the glaive, and she's going to start yelling and screaming that prepare to die. So is anybody going to stop her? Anybody see what's going on here?
Yeah, as soon as you start yelling the prepare to die crap, Tavi is gonna walk up behind you, try to put a hand on your shoulder, try to knock you back into your senses. If not, Tavi will cast a spell on you.
Very well. Did you want me to do some type of check to see if Death Maiden can keep her cool?
Would Tavi be the one that kind of keeps you on the rope a bit?
Sure, whatever. It's whatever you want.
Okay, we'll tell you that because you guys have been together a lot, Tavi kind of knows how to pull you back, kind of like a leash, so to speak, to keep you in check sometimes, and not not the most opportune situations where you need to be all berserk mode. And Tavi, noticing that these two helpless uh, feminine creatures in the corner already bound and unable to move, probably now is not a good time. And it's not a very
Very
honorable
well.
thing either.
Death Maiden, frustrated, she flips the table over and yells, "Show yourself, witch!" And that'll be the end of my search, I guess. Unless there's anything else, items-wise or potions that she can find, I think that's going to be it.
Make an investigation check if you're going to look for things.
Mine is not great, but I'll try. Eesh.
Now, to you, all you see is these knick-knack remnants of what could be potions and stuff for you.
All right. Well, she'll stand aside. Maybe someone else can take a look. Cause...
Tavi, you going to go in, or?
Yeah, I'll walk in behind him, just look around.
You know the same thing. Places in disrepair, stuff's all over the place, and you see the two bound dreads that cause you to pull back the reins of the Death Maiden over here.
You said that they were bound, like tied up.
They're tied up. They're tied up, hands to the feet, just bound up, just unable to move.
Well, I'm gonna start untying them because
As you untie them, the two they're dryads, and they're to introduce themselves. One is Trachilla, and the other one is Argenta, and they thank you full-heartedly for saving them. And as they explain to you that the hag seems to like to, in her spare time, torment various creatures that are in the woods. And they ask you, where's their sister?
I do not know.
At this point, Gavin Clarkson walks in. It's like, oh, I think I saw her. I think she's alive. She's in a box in the other building.
Okay,
You left her in a box.
They immediately try to rush past you, Gavin. Do you let them through?
Yeah, I let them through, but I'm like, I'm kind of like, I sent RoboPupper forward to point out which box.
Okay, they rush out the door and through this barn straight to their sister that they see in the box. And
I'm going to fake out swiping at one of them just to scare him a bit.
They don't take too kindly to that. They're already scared enough, and they kind of half ignored
She's a
from
bit of a
being
bully,
tormented
what can I
already. Yeah. And they lean over into the box, and they see their sister, whose name is Hannah. They reach into her, and they touch her, and they actually bring her back to consciousness, back to 1 HP, for lack of a better term. And they wake her up, and she seems completely worse for wear, beaten, abused in that box. And you gather that the other boxes in there probably were where the other dreads were being kept before you walked in on the Hag's entertainment. Anything you like to do? They're just taking care of their sister in the barn right now.
We were sent to find one specific.
We're going to a pool.
Yeah, Gavin Clarkson will look around, see if he can gather if the hag was making anything particularly scary.
Okay, go ahead and roll a investigation, because you're looking at things specifically. And you being an artificer, you'd be pretty good at that. So.
Any intelligence check you give me, except I think religion.
27. All right, so going through the vials and the test tubes and everything else that's in this place, you do find actually two. Oh gosh, I had the same dang thing again. Sorry. You see two vials. One is this yellowish bottle with an eyeball floating in it. And the other one you see is this reddish bottle that you very well know that you've seen many, many times in your travels.
Okay.
You wish to take them with you?
Yeah, another healing potion is always good.
Okay. Since you know probably what that second one is, you gather it is actually a potion of greater healing, actually.
Noted.
And does anybody want to look into this other eyeball floating one?
I would have no idea.
Give it a taste. See if I can determine what it is.
You want to drink it?
Nope, just give it a
No.
taste. You can taste the potion to see what it is. Normally.
I mean,
Hmm.
Gavin Clarkson is, again, Mr. Magic Items.
I mean, you can identify it if you want. I mean,
I
that's what
didn't
that
prepare
does.
that spell.
Hmm. Did you want to try to taste test it there, Auntie?
If we're not using that where it determines what it is, then no. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Okay.
What would we need to roll to see what it is?
You need an identify. Well, you just would have to identify it by if you have to have a what's the potion kit one there?
Hmm.
The potions. I can't remember what that.
Alchemist?
Yeah, alchemist
I have-
tools or identify spell or something like that.
A poisoner's kit.
Okay, if you want to make the check at disadvantage, I'll allow it because it's not exactly poisons. Each one has its own realm. So
I don't even know it's there. I'm still hiding. I'm waiting for her to show back up. But
okay,
I don't think
if
this
you
is gonna
looked at it,
happen.
I would say it would be a disadvantage because it's not a poison. So
All right.
I don't know that.
All right. I'm gonna come out of hiding.
Okay.
And come in the building and see what I see. And what is this? A parrot here?
that is actually what are my notes
Yeah,
here?
hawk or eagle?
Sorry. Dee. There's a lot of animals. I'm just trying to find the right one here.
I think that's a bloodhawk.
Yeah, I think it's a blood. Yep, it is. So in there you see a baboon, a hyena, a boar, an ape, a vulture, a bloodhawk, an eagle, a giant rat, a hawk, and an owl.
I'd like to let these animals go.
Okay, they're all like very weak, and all of them have wounds and severely malnourished. So if you let them out, they're gonna have a rough time on their own. Just letting you know.
Yes, but better that
No.
nature takes them than that this creature takes them. I say we let him out.
Okay, yep. And as soon as you open any of the doors to any of these, they literally just run out of the building. They don't even stick
That's
around. So you're gonna release them all?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah. You.
I'm gonna release the small ones first, obviously,
Okay.
and then hopefully there's nobody in the area. And then I'll start opening them one at a time.
Yeah, and you progressively, just in the entrance time, as you open them, each of them run away, freeing them all.
Actually, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd use Mage Hand to
Yeah, fair enough.
the way they have them.
Yep. Oh, there's one more. I forgot the baboon. Yep, they're all gone.
All right.
Yeah. So the Drades are attending to their sister, and they're about ready to leave soon. Is there anything you want to do?
I'm gonna go talk to them and
Okay.
ask what's going
We
on
have to
here.
find a specific person by the trance,
Sorry.
or we have to find one specific person by the trance.
Nope. Well, yeah, they look for Weedle. They kind of look at you real quick. Which one? Trakilla. She tries to explain that they were just playing in the woods, and they were kind of embarrassed that they got snuck up on by this hag, all three of them, and they dragged them to this place. They tell you that this tends to be a pastime for this hag to grab random creatures from the forest and drag them here just to torment them. And they have heard of this Weedoli, sorry, person. Weedle's from the last campaign. Weedoli, and they said it's further north to this the Dew Light place.
All right, then
All
let's
right,
keep it in north.
keep heading north.
All right,
Head
keep on
north.
trucking. We have a 10 o'clock time limit, correct? So we have 1 hour to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty, and they and you see the Dryads, and as they wave farewell, and they thank you again for freeing them from this tormented place, and they scamper off back in the direction you came from, back to Pulver Plateau.
Do you guys want to take a quick short rest here for
Sure, I wouldn't mind.
anybody need?
If you want to take a short rest, you seem to have, as you look up at the sky, it looks like another hour has passed during this all of this cacophony of noises and hag fighting and everything happening. So yeah, you've been at this for about almost 3 hours now.
Yeah, let's sit down for an hour, and I'm gonna go back under my tree just in case that thing comes back.
Alrighty.
And oops, okay, wrong person.
Just have the owl circling us, making sure nothing's coming by.
I mean, do we think we're in any particular danger?
Well, it seems like the danger has. You got the hag. You don't know where she went. She just vanished into the ether, as far as you know. And yeah, the Grick's still lying on the ground, just dead and bleeding into the woods. So as far as you
I
know,
barely even. As far as I know, there never even was a hag.
yeah.
That is fair.
Did we ever check the well?
The
No.
Alpha Grick popped out of the well.
Yeah, I'll check out the well.
Other than the broken pieces of the well, it's completely out of use. You look down on the bottom, there's no water, no nothing. It seems to be a dried up well.
Okay,
And
cool.
it looks like it was the home for what the hag called Maurice.
Do we get through the short rest without interruption?
Yep. Short rest, no interruptions.
Then I get to refuel my first level slot I wasted on protection from evil with my warlock spell slot.
Which is good because I wasted a spell as well, and I can't refuel that.
Oh.
Oh.
Me neither.
Now the
It's good
interest
for
of
2d6.
now with the interest of time, since we only have an hour remaining, I am gonna have to skip one encounter because it's gonna take us way too long to get through that one.
Cool.
Just letting you know. But there was another fighting. There's actually 2 fight encounters we're skipping. One of them, which is a major one, so we're not gonna have enough time for that one.
These one shots usually follow, 2 combat formula.
2 combats,
typically.
Well, this
2
one has
combat
one
one.
has a 4 combat formula.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not a
that's
one shot.
two-shot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it's an
Paul's-
adventure. It's not really one shot. So.
Paul's
Pulse
one
did
shot.
have 3 though, but
Pulse had
imagine
3.
if he had played those zombies out, that would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine, I thought the problem was. Yeah, never mind.
So we're heading We're heading north.
Yeah, the river. Let's go.
Yep, heading further north, up the river and through the woods.
To grandmother's house we go.
Yeah, that is what you're doing. I'm just setting things up for the next
which
encounter
of our-
here because I gotta skip ahead now.
Which of our grandmothers? I mean, Gavin Clarkson probably has a sweet grandmother. I don't want to meet Death Maiden's grandmother.
yeah, no.
See, Gavin and who are Elvish kind?
Gavin's not actually an elf. He just speaks it.
Yeah, but you have the book, so I'm gonna let you roll since you have the book with you.
Okay.
Tavi is a half elf.
Yeah, I'm a half elf.
Okay, all 3 of you roll. All of you roll. Let me make a history check. Each one of you with a history check.
Oh wow, okay.
You're channeling your elvish roots there.
Apparently.
Your elvish roots let you
Not
compete with the historian.
Okay, as far as you know, Taco, you're just in a bunch of woods and everything. As for Tavi and Inti,
No.
Oh, sorry, Gavin. I'm sorry. You're starting to think that you appear to be in the Feywild because the time is not moving quite right. It's moving a lot slower, and a lot of the creatures you're coming across seem to be of Fey descent. So just to put that out there.
Oh, if that's your sentiment, you're gonna love my campaign.
Oh, I would love a Feywild campaign. That'd be amazing.
It's not a Feywild campaign, but all of the gods are Fey.
Alright, let's see. Where did we leave off? Right here. Alright. Alright, so short rest. Nothing happened. Anything else you guys want to do during a short rest? Moving on.
Nope.
Okay. So, as you, so another, I'd say about 40 minutes pass as you move further north. You go back into some more moss-covered trees and such, overgrown bushes, suddenly thin out a bit more, giving way to a very small glen. No more than about 100 feet across. This area is peppered and covered. Where are you? There you are. It's covered in these mushrooms. We're back to the mushroom theme again.
Here we go.
The area is peppered with colorful mushrooms growing virtually on top of one another, some of the clusters more than 3 feet high. A warm glow emanates from the tiny lanterns that hang from each mushroom. Jutting up from the caps of the mushrooms, chimneys made of petrified bark let out wisps of acorn-scented smoke. These mushrooms appeared to be homes, dozens of them, scattered around the clearing. As the party approaches, the sprites, those little winged sprites, notice that you're coming, and they scatter into their homes. Except for one. One sprite floats up to you.
Hell, who are we looking for?
And they
Lurue?
greet you. They say, "Greetings, big folk. We Dolly welcome you to Drewlight, and say just that you be on your way." This sprite looks very, very old and appears to be probably the elder of this community.
We should ask about the tainted river.
Yeah.
Perhaps it'd be an idea to say that Feanor gives his greetings.
Ah, Feanor. Yes, that is one of my friends. Why did he send you to me?
You know, I wasn't really clear on this. Something about a tainted pool.
Yes, these are very troubled times, and I don't know about rivers per se. Hold on, my notes. Yes, yes. There's disturbances coming from the north. Seems to be in the area of the Pool of Eternal Spring. It is a hallowed site associated with Lurue the Unicorn.
That sounds
Is-
like the one.
That
What
sounds
seems
like,
to?
yeah.
Mhm. Is there any issue specifically with that pool? Anything you know?
I don't know perchance what's causing it, but there has been a group mentioned by several of the creatures of the forest that vicious predators are stalking throughout the forest as of late. I fear they may be disciples of a terrible sort, possibly of Malar, the Beast Lord. Does anybody want to make a religion check for that?
You know, even though I'm not proficient, I probably still have the best religion.
Probably.
I got a 0.
+5.
Go ahead.
All right, 15. All right.
Okay.
You know that Malar is a lesser deity of the hunt. He is chaotic evil in nature. And his philosophy is it is ever the way of nature that the strongest should rule. That's all you can remember.
Ah, yes, Malar the Beast Lord. Lord of the Hunt, no?
Yes, and very, very brutal. He leaves blood everywhere in their wake, him and his followers.
Oh, let's see if we could go check it out.
If
Whatever's
that's the thing
happening,
they're talking about.
yeah, whatever's happening in the pool is likely to reach its peak on the winter solstice, which is maybe a day from now. So hurry along. Continue north. There may be danger on the way of travel, so there's no time to waste. And
Alright.
Weedolly starts shooing you like out of the village because he didn't want you there to begin with. So
Yep.
Is there any mushrooms that we could pick here?
make a nature check and to see if you can discern what's the difference between a mushroom and a house.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Because if you were going to do that, I was going to do one alongside it and just be like, slap your hand. No, not that one.
That's amazing. Oh man. Alright, so we are going to skip that encounter.
Is there an indoor plumbing in the mushrooms?
No.
Well, you'd figure that the mushroom would just decompose the waste on its own.
Eh, so just pick a corner and
Well, no, it'd just be like a shoot down into the mycelium of the mushroom.
okay.
Just kind of like a basement septic tank.
Yeah. Alright. So you guys, I guess you guys are heading north, right?
Yeah.
He keeps pointing north. Alright, so
Ever north.
okay, now I will reveal this to you guys. This is the encounter that you guys will be skipping. Because this battle would take us well over an hour. I'm just gonna show it to you guys.
Oh,
And-
come on, man.
Well, again,
Why?
well, we would be here until 11:30 at night to get through the rest of this.
Yeah, no, well, we'll just save this for like when we're bored and we want to do something. Just have
Okay.
a battle.
All right.
battle.
Yeah, you would have had to fight a lot of things this on this thing. So, all
Let us know.
right, it's
Give
built
us a
for you
price.
guys, ready to go. So we will. Okay, we will go to the screen for now then. And if you would like, you let's see. Where are we? Because I had to skip a couple of years. Oh, here we go. Following the river, further north, you see it's been about. Yeah, it's been a couple more hours since you're gone. The sun's about to start coming up on the horizon, and you stumble across. Just make sure you guys are seeing the screen. Okay, yep, you are. Oop.
We're good.
Okay. You stumble across an encampment, and this encampment appears to have been used like multiple times over the course. And Gavin, can you roll a perception check for me?
Me or my dog?
You.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
16.
It would have been with advantage anyways, but yeah, you noticing that reading the book as the words are coming up on the page, you seem to notice that this camp has been used quite a few times, possibly in the story.
Hmm.
And if you would like, you could take a long rest, guys.
Sure.
I don't see why not.
I mean, if we can, you telling us we can, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
you guys can take a long rest if you'd like.
In that case, I will use a new feature granted by the Paladin class to Tasha's. It is going to be a refueling of a spell slot using my Channel Divinity.
I mean, it's a
Well, it's a
long,
long
rest.
rest. You get
It's
it
a long
anyways.
rest.
Oh, right, yes. I don't need to use it.
I like the dramatic intro of that, though.
I do too.
Then
It's
I'll just
excitement.
refuel that slot, I guess, and we're good to go.
Yep. Alrighty. So you take a long rest.
You might want to make sure that the Robopup, the Owl, and the Skelly are copied and pasted on your new slide.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Just to
And that
not have to
was
worry
in
about
the that cert was called the Hag's Hobble, by the way.
Hmm.
And where'd the skeleton go? Oh, there he is.
And if there's
I
anybody
love
else
night
that I
hags.
forgot there.
Night hags. Night hags are just impossible to kill.
Maybe we'll find out.
Who has the owl again?
Real.
Cyril. Okay,
Girl,
that's
yeah.
all set now.
It's like, oh, you think you kill the night hag, or you think you're about to kill the night hag, and then she just touches a rock and disappears.
Yep, she touched the Hearthstone and disappeared. Well, no, not the Hearthstone. The Hearthstone is something different, actually. Couldn't think of it.
Oh yeah.
How many? I mean, if I would have got that third hit on her,
Oh
might have
shit!
won.
112.
You were
100.
close. She was down to 41. So if you hit again,
Oh, no.
you might not
No.
have killed her, but you were close. You would have been close to.
I would have had to roll really well.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so the next part would have been that large battle after this one. So we'll pick up.
Ooh, maybe I can use that feature, actually. I'll cast Aid at the end, and then I'll refuel it that way, right? Can I do that?
I can't see why not.
No,
All right.
that's fine.
I mean, that uses your channel divinity until we take a short rest the next day.
Taco, can you
Well-
make a nature check for me while we're in this long rest?
Sure.
She would get it back, though, wouldn't she? This Channel Divinity at the end of the long rest. Because she got it back on the short rest, and then she gets it back again on the long rest.
And then 8 would be gone.
I was thinking to use it right before the end of the long rest, and then it refuels. I don't know if that's possible.
I don't think so.
No, you'd have to use it at the end of the long rest. So
I have read the rules as written on this very thoroughly because it wasn't what I expected. You technically can, but
Really?
any DM that lets that is insane.
well, I can solve this whole argument entirely because Taco, you notice by the long rest as you look back up in the sky, it seems that like 15 hours have passed during this long rest.
Strange.
So instead of sleeping and resting for 8 hours, you guys just rested for 15 hours.
Ah, so we got a motor.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
that's
Gavin
good to
Clarkson knows a thing or two about motors.
Because
Well,
you arrived at this
still-
camp in the morning, it is already nighttime when you guys have left now.
I
And I
hate
did-
the Feywild.
And for those at
me too.
home, I can show you. I actually wrote for that, so that 15 hours did actually happen. So
Let's finish
you
the story.
guys,
Yeah.
would have been after that big battle on that previous screen there. You all come to this with all your friends now. Far in the distance, the sky seems to be clear in front of you, but directly above this pool of water is a black storm cloud spitting bolts of red lightning. You gather this is the pool of eternal spring, or at least what's left of it. Its once clear waters now streaked with red and black impurities. Standing on the very okay, you're just rearranging where you want to be.
Yeah.
Right. Standing on the edge of the pool, you see this.
Ooh.
Looks nasty.
You see several feral creatures, one of which... Oh, wow, okay, that one wasn't as big as I thought it was. Is a feral-looking human, clad with animal skins, being sighted with 5 werewolves. They're facing into the water, and you hear them chanting, "Water into blood, earth into bones." You look to the sides of them. You see various offerings of Malar, the creatures of the forest that have been brutally killed and slain, have been tossed into the water of the pool of eternal spring, tainting it as a gesture of reverence to their deity. Unbeknownst to them is the arrival of the solstice that triggers the final phase of Malar's plan. Before you can move or say anything, a bolt of red lightning splits the sky, striking the surface of the pool, resulting in a steam cloud that slowly dissipates. And it reveals this.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
A large black unicorn floating at the center of the pool, red bolts of energy covering its body, its eyes filled with malice, determination, and blood dripping from its horn. Please roll for initiative.
You want to pull up the initiative, Bob?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm clicking the token,
And then,
so that's up there.
clear
And
it
there we
too,
go. And I got 2.
We're good.
Oops, how do I clear it first?
No, we're good. I think we're good.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Oh, that is the turn order from before, so hold on a second.
Of course, Taco goes first.
Yep.
Alright. Need to descending. I need to roll for these guys as well. Alright. And
But we don't roll like this in our normal campaign.
I know,
we
right?
do sometimes.
Pretty average.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Well, that makes things somewhat easier. All right, Taco. See these werewolves that were chanting next to the pool. Big wolf by the lightnings appears this giant black unicorn popping into steam, floating above the water. These guys are back to you. They don't see you. What do you do?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is move into the darkness. And these guys don't see me, right?
They're focused. They are trained on this black unicorn thing that just popped out of a bunch of red lightning.
God, dog it. I don't know what to do.
You can always hold an action.
No, I can't. All right, I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for this guy. Right, this is like. He seems to be like the guy in charge or of these.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
seems to be. Well, I mean, you can roll a perception check, but I
Yeah.
mean,
No, I'm going to go after him, and we're going to do the sharpshooter. So. Are you fucking kidding me? And I'm sure is a miss.
you guys following along with my tease about this. Now you know why I chose this one, because it was very saber wolfy with all the werewolves.
Hmm.
I'm going to shoot again. All right, that's better. What do I say? 20? Does a 20 hit him?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so, and he still doesn't know that we're there, right?
Nope, they don't have any idea you're behind them. They were too busy chanting and praising their Lord and Savior, and then this black unicorn came out of nowhere.
My bonus action, I put up my hunter's mark on him.
Okay, I'll mark that for you.
Okay, I got it. So he's marked. So seeing how he's surprised, he's going to get a bunch of stuff. That's an automatic crit for me.
Yep.
So that would be 2d8. And 6d6.
That's a lot of dice.
Ooh. 18.
18. 22.
Where's 22? 18.
18 is, yeah, so the D6s are 20. Well, those 5 are 22.
Right. Let's go 2 3s. Right, so there's another 6. It's 24. It's 28. It's 29.
It's 32.
It's 32 plus 5 is 37 plus another 10 is 47.
Whoo! Yeah, that arrow buried itself up to the feathers on the back of it, through the other side of him. He's still alive,
Right.
but he ain't. He's got a lot of back problems right now.
Yeah, so, and I get one more attack because it's the first round.
All right.
And this attack will do an extra d8 damage if I hit.
Yep.
I am going to what the hell? Let's just go for we're going to go for sharpshooter as well. One more time.
Alrighty.
So
yeah, so I have to check the stream and everything else. So I'm busy.
So 22.
22, I'm sure, is a hit.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So that's be 2d8 plus 1d6. And that's 7, 9, 15 plus 5 is 20 more points of damage.
Yeah.
You sharpshootered that. That's.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say?
You said 20. It's got to be 30.
30. It's 30 points of damage.
Yeah, you hit him in the back again with a second arrow and pierces his back, killing him. And the force of it throws him forward into the pool. So now he's bleeding out into the pool.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think I'm done. And actually, if I can move, I'm going to move a little bit. Still in the line here. You know, in the dark. I'm done.
Alrighty. Tabby, you're up.
All right, so we are going to cast Confusion.
Nice.
Confusion.
And this affecting these 3 werewolves
Alrighty, and that is a
is a Wisdom save DC 17.
It is a 10-foot radius, so I think you can get them all. Well, not all of them.
No, you
4.
You get 4.
Fair enough.
You want to do the 4 or the 3?
We'll do the 4.
Alrighty. And that was a DC what?
17. It says at the bottom of the spell. Wisdom
Nice.
save.
Alright, the first 3 are going to be confused. The last one saved with exactly a 17.
Nice.
So now these three are going to be confused.
And then I'm gonna spend what is it? We're gonna use a Hound of Ill Omen on the one that saved.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what does that do again?
Hound on hound.
So
Oh,
I get to summon
pretty
a dire wolf.
More pets.
Gee, just
Yep.
more things for me to grab now.
You could just copy the Steel Defender and mark them.
Okay, here, I'll do this instead. All right, hold on a second. Oops, I gotta do that first. Here, I'll give you this one. That work for
And
you?
it's gonna move up and attack the one that saved.
Hold on, I'll give you control of him. Hold on. Him or her,
Good.
whichever you want to do.
It's non-binary.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Move him
creature
wherever you want
of
him.
shadows.
Yeah.
And then dire wolf. Need to look up its stats real quick.
It's got pretty good stats. It's got because you're a level 8 shadow sorcerer, it has 8 temporary hit points.
Actually, direwolf, isn't that a larger creature?
Well, it normally is, but for the Hound of
Oh, yeah,
Omen, it
it's
is a
medium.
medium creature.
What's its AC and regular hit points? I'll fill them in.
Regular hit points is 37, AC is
Okay.
14, and we're going to make an attack against it.
Yeah.
11 is probably a miss.
11 is a miss.
That's it for me. Other than moving a little bit away from the rest of the party so that you don't get caught in the same thing.
All right,
I
next
have
up
3 of them.
is the Black Unicorn.
Oh boy.
So in case this comes out, I'm just going to send a reminder about the Aura of Protection.
That's
Yeah.
fine. So the unicorn's going to go over to here, and it's going to make a goring strike with his horn against this werewolf right here.
Huh?
Let's see.
Interesting.
All right, well,
Told
first
you
it's
they're-
going to kick it with its hooves.
They're priests of Helm. They're on our side.
Ooh, okay. This is going to hurt a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, that werewolf's not feeling good now. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. So, you see this unicorn smash the werewolf in its face with its hooves and gore its thing with its horn. It falls away, it falls down, but as it falls down, its form changes to a wolf. Stop. There it goes. It changes form into a wolf now. And it turns its head, eyes glowing red with the same exact malice as the unicorn. It turns towards its former werewolf brothers.
Interesting.
And all right, next up, Kirill. You're up now.
Okay. That was weird.
You,
See.
well, if you want to make a perception check since you're going next and see what just happened in front of you.
Would that require my action?
Nope.
Yeah, sure. I will do it. 14.
Even though these werewolves are kind of back to you, you realize that they are shitting their pants now.
All right.
This
Yep.
is not going the way they planned.
Yep.
Not
I
because
am
of
gonna
you guys, but
move.
because this thing just turned its friend into a giant wolf now.
Yeah. Definitely. Now, does the wolf look like that run-of-the-mill dire wolf, or does it have any?
It is, well, it's big like direwolf, but it's glowing red with like blood coming out of its fangs
All
and
right.
everything. It's a fucked up direwolf.
Yep. In that case, I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself, and I'm going to move up to it.
All right.
And I'm just going to post this here. And I'm going to bring in the owl, give advantage against the unicorn, and he's going to be a bit close against the wall for now. He's going to move into the trees.
And just for point of reference, just to note, the direwolf will be acting on the same turn as the unicorn is.
Yeah. So I give advantage with the owl and have the protection on myself, and that's it for now.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Next up is the werewolf's turn. They rolled a 12, so they just rolled just ahead of you, Gavin.
Cool.
So the werewolves are now, again, shitting their fucking pants. Now what does confusion do? Remind me, because we've been at a few
Yep.
turns since then.
Got to roll a d10 for the. You gotta roll a
yes.
Wait,
Roll
huh?
a d10.
Oh no, yeah, no, right.
Roll a d10.
Roll
yeah.
d10. Depending on what you get, it determines what actions they take.
That's correct.
On a one, they just run in a random direction. On a 2 through 6, they don't do anything. On a 7 through 8, they make a melee attack against a random creature within its reach. If there are none, then does nothing. On a 9 through 10, they act normally.
Well, unfortunately, one rolled a 7 and one rolled a 9. So this one is going to attack a random creature next to it, since there's two of you. 50-50 roll 1 or 2, it's the direwolf. 3 or 4, it's Kirill. Alright?
Mhm.
I'll roll that on the table. And it's going to hit you, Kirill.
All right.
So it's going to do a swipe. Let's see, this is the werewolf form. So it's going to try to hit you with its claws. That is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Alright. And again. Nope, that's a 12 to hit, so neither one of them hit. This one gets to act whatever it wants to do. So, let's see. Okay, so noticing that its comrade changed its form, he's going to try to fight it. So he's actually attacking his former direwolf friend there.
Mhm.
Alright.
So he would have advantage on the first attack, I guess.
Well, it doesn't need it. He rolled a natural 20 on the first hit.
All right.
And a 20 on the second hit, too. Not natural 20, natural or regular 20.
Yeah.
So, let's see. So that's 2 hits for that much damage. So that brings it down to that. Alright, now this dire wolf is going to... This is just a normal creature, right? That you can fight and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know where this thing came from, so he's going to turn around and try to fight it, because he, as far as he knows, he thinks this is part of this thing. So, let's see. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
And I'm taking a 9 probably doesn't hit then.
No, it does not.
Alright, you take 9 damage.
Alright.
And the last one, same thing. Because he doesn't know what the heck this thing is. He rolled a 19 and a 7, so only one of those hit. for
19.
another 7 damage.
Okay.
And that ends the werewolf's turn. So 2 of them try to attack this giant wolf friend, and the other 2 attack this random shadow wolf that appeared behind them. So next up will be Gavin. You're up.
How could that shadow wolf have possibly appeared?
Exactly. I don't know.
Okay, 5.
Oh, did they roll to try to shake the confusion?
Yes, they get a wisdom save.
All right, I'll do that right before your turn. Sorry.
Yep.
The second one succeeded, so that was the top guy. So he's no longer confused. But it wasn't hitting Caril anyway, so.
You know what? Actually, I am not going to move up quite that far. But I am going to cast one of our favorite spells. Web.
Oh,
Web.
God, come on! Alright, where are you putting it?
I'm catching the dire wolf and the unicorn.
Alright. Which the red box?
Red box.
Alright.
Red box has it right.
God damn it. Hold on.
Yeah, so this was my backup in case there was no target for heat metal.
I can't get rid of these things. There you go.
You know, I don't know why I brought Arcane Lock.
Sorry, can you break that box again just so I know where it is? So I know where you're casting it. All
There you go. Purple box.
Right. There you go. You guys can see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, there you go. All right, so and they don't have to make a save anything right now. What's on their turn, right?
It's on the start of their turn.
Okay, so make a note of that. Anything else for Gavin?
Let's see, how far... Doggo's going to move up and attack the direwolf.
Okay.
All right, this is a +8 to hit. So that's an 11.
No, I ain't gonna hit it. No, I ain't gonna hit it all.
All right, well, that's my turn.
Alrighty, Death Maiden, you're up.
Oh, yes, finally. Death Maiden will activate her once more Form of Dread. She has 1 remaining after this. And she is going to roll some temp HP, Form of Dread. She has immunity to fear as well. 1d10 plus 1. Okay, not bad. 8.
Okay.
And furthermore, she is going to step forward. She's going to move up 10, 20. Now, with her range on her halberd, glaive, she's not going to swing it this round, but if anybody comes in within 10 feet, right, this is what the glaive can do as a reaction.
Okay.
Yep.
Oops, what the hell?
She is going to use her action to use her other channel divinity option,
What is that?
which
doing?
was quoted by Triet Monk as being the most powerful 3rd level channel divinity among all paladins. This is a quote from him, not me.
God damn it.
He is going to do Dreadful Aspect. As an action, you channel the darkest emotions and focus them into a burst of magical menace. Orcus! Fear these creatures. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet. I'm just going to choose all hostiles, including the werewolves, must make a wisdom savings throw. And on a failed save, they are frightened for 1 minute. The only way to get out of this is to get away 30 feet. So I'm going to shout, Orcus commands you to be fear me.
Okay, so what kind of save do I have to make for these? Which one?
Wisdom, and the DC is 15.
Are you doing it to all of them, or?
All of them.
Yeah, you can reach all of them.
Okay, let's start with the werewolves first. This is wisdom save, you said?
So they might be restrained. They might be feared. We'll see.
What was the DC?
15.
15.
Wisdom.
Alright, this one... see, this one right here is the only one that saved. The rest of the werewolves failed. So this
All right,
one's
what
now
about the big
confused and... Hold on. This one's confused and scared.
Oh, that's right. Confused. What about the big boy? That's the one I really
I haven't rolled
want.
for that one yet, so I'm doing this
Okay.
layer by layer, so hold on.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what? That's a better one. So these three are scared. The big bad wolf there. He failed.
Nice. All right, so this fear is pretty deadly. You can't even shake it unless you move away. And even if you move
And
away, that's the only way to re-roll the save.
and you're doing the unicorn too?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No effect.
No effect. That's all right. But anyways, that's going to be the end of her turn. She used a bonus action. She used her action. However, Borthoven, he needs to go. He's going to rush in. Do with his hooves clomping on the dirt. He is going to provide the help action. He's going to do the distracting, fainting noises. And Skelly is going to move in. And just enough movement to get in for attack. With advantage.
Okay. He has a javelin, correct, if I remember correctly?
Yeah. And he's
Alright.
running and stabbing with a
Oh, nice.
19 plus 4.
That is a hit. Roll for
And the-
damage on the javelin.
Javelin does 1d6 plus 2. However, he also has a plus 4 to that. So that's 7 plus...
Is he in the aura of hate?
Oh, shoot. He is not.
No, he's not.
Good point. So, no, it is just going to do 7 points. My mistake.
So 7?
Yeah.
7. Okay.
And that's going to be the end of my turn. I do have to sign out, but if my turn ends up coming up next, then I'm probably going to do a protection from evil or something like that, or attack. Whoever takes over can decide.
Okay.
All right, good session. Good session, Saber.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Take care,
And
Leo.
we'll see you guys next time.
Alrighty.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Taco, you're up.
Taco's gonna do what tacos do.
Shoot spicy arrows at things, apparently.
Yep. So I am going to try to put some damage on, the unicorn.
Alright.
Let's see if I could hit him with a arrow that I think I will do. I don't know what kind of. Let's just try to attack.
You can
Sharpshooter.
move. You can move your hunter's mark as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Your target did die, so you can move it.
Yes. I'm going to move my bonus action. Yeah, bonus action. Move the hunter's mark there, and let's see if we could hit this guy with a sharpshooter. So that's 11 plus 5 is 16. 16 hit.
16 to hit on who?
The unicorn.
The unicorn is a just hit.
Oh, fantastic. So that's 2d6. That's 3d6 and 1d8. Now, I don't think it was surprised, right?
No.
No.
Not at this point.
No, surprise only
Yeah,
ever
that's that
happens in
one.
the first round.
I can't believe I ever got one off. Ooh, that's pretty good.
6, 6,
Well, when you roll above
18.
20 on both your initiatives, yeah, that probably is going to happen.
So that's 8. What am I? 18 plus 5 is 23. Plus 10 is 33 points of damage.
Whew, Jesus Christ, man.
You guys keep me honest now.
You're good.
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to roll again for sharpshooter.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, 19 plus 5. I'm sure that hits. Except this time I only get, and that this one would be the extra. No, there is no extra D8. What am I talking about? Just be
No, I think it's the same dice.
because the first set of dice was
A sneak attack.
big attack.
So
This one is just 1d6 and 1d8
yeah, 1d6, 1d8. Cool.
plus 5 plus 10.
Do I hear a plus
So
20?
that's
Jesus.
so that's
25.
10, 25 points of damage.
10 plus 5, 25.
Another 25 points of damage, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And,
Anything else?
No, I think I'm just gonna lay low right here.
Taco, can you please make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Yeah, I knew something weird was gonna happen. Okay.
Legendary
so-
actions. Interesting.
What's that?
Legendary actions. Interesting.
This
Maybe,
is...
or maybe it's an on-hit thing.
Could be. Or, it could be on a 20, on initiative count 20.
Oh, that is true.
So, in your mind, you hear a voice. It's a feminine voice, but it has a very cryptic. I was not cryptic. Very. What you would think would be a soothing voice is encased with this evil presence. And you have this feeling of that you need to shed blood around everything around you.
Interesting.
That's it. Tavi, you're up.
All right.
Kinda what I'm
We're
doing.
gonna drop confusion. We are going to cast slow on the werewolves, the wolf, and the unicorn.
Oh no, they're going to be slowed and webbed.
And on top of that, we are going to heighten spell it on the unicorn.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So the unicorn will have disadvantage.
Okay, so slow on which creatures again?
All the enemies, the werewolves, the wolf,
All of them.
and the unicorn.
Yep. It's
All right,
six creatures.
we'll stick with rotation with the werewolves first. This is a
Why did you take heightened spell? On a
So
shadow?
it felt like we were going to have one big thing that we needed.
Well,
yeah.
no, but
There's always one big
the-
thing at the end of the rainbow. What kind
shadow-
of DC save is this for?
the shadow hound
17.
gets disadvantage.
Wisdom. Okay, I was
Yeah,
like
but-
type.
For these type of situations, I guess.
Oh,
Shadowhound
the
is-
Shadowhound gives disadvantage? I actually
Yeah.
did not know that.
The shadow hound gets disadvantage on saving throws against your spells.
God fucking damn it!
It doesn't sound good.
Nobody roots for the DM, you know. All other
But I
werewolves
think
are
it-
now slowed on top of being feared, and one of them's even confused.
I dropped confusion.
Yeah, good.
Confusion.
Oh, confusion's dropped. Okay, so at least I got
Yeah.
one saving grace for this werewolf. That was this one. All right, that's the werewolves. Big wolf. Natural 1.
And the unicorn has disadvantage.
Does it though?
I'm
yeah.
heightened spelling it so that it has disadvantage.
And that means it's just a straight roll.
Magic resistance.
It's a You're fighting a demigod, you know, or an avatar of one at least. Where's that clock? There it is. Wisdom save. Still. Oh no. Yeah. 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 Failed that one too. So they all failed.
Cool. We're using a bonus action to turn a second level spell slot into 2 sorcery points, and then the wolf is going to attack the werewolf that I sent him against, the one on the left.
All right. Roll for an attack on the slowed werewolf, which means -2 AC now.
I'm pretty sure 17 hits anyway.
Yeah.
And then 2d6 plus 3 damage for 13, and then he needs to make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
So how much damage was that? Sorry.
13 damage.
13. All right. And I gotta make a strength saving throw for him for a knockdown,
DC 13.
which he fails. So on
So
top
he's
of
slow,
being
frightened,
slow,
and on the floor.
yeah.
I mean, but are your dog's teeth silvered?
That is fair.
Well, technically it's a magical creature, so therefore its checks are magical or no?
Summoned creatures do not automatically deal magic damage.
Oh, okay then. So that changes
There are-
things. Hold on.
There are whole class features that grant that specific thing.
So that's actually that.
I think just none. I think it's just immune to the damage.
Yeah, you're right actually. So
But now he's prone and slowed.
So you didn't do any damage to it, but you knocked him down.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Alright, that's it for me.
Yep. Where are we? The unicorn and the big dog's turn.
Unicorn, make your deck save at advantage, but whatever.
Alright, so let's do the Wolfie first, because in order,
Uh,
Wolfie
Doesn't
failed.
slow affect deck saves?
It doesn't.
Yeah, I think it gets a -2 to its deck save. Yeah.
It's either -2 or disadvantage.
No, yeah, it's -2.
Alright,
Yes,
and they have
-2.
disadvantage on the. Well, they failed anyways, even without disadvantage.
No, they have
No,
-2.
yeah.
not
Unicorn
disadvantage.
for web. It's a
Uh,
deck save with -2.
Deck
Yeah.
save -2.
So I'm
At
saying.
advantage.
So the
in-
first
in
save
first,
is it for
yeah.
the web or for the slow?
It's
For the web.
for the web.
Web. Okay, they both failed that. Any
They
other
both
saves you
failed
have to
that?
make before? Yeah, they both failed.
Oh, no other saves.
And that means they're just stuck in place, pretty much.
They
They,
are green?
it can use its action to make a strength check to get out.
All right. Well, they're going to try to do that then. All right. The werewolf breaks free of the web,
Beat a 16. Cool,
and the unicorn breaks free.
wonderful. The unicorn is still in difficult terrain, however, on top of being slowed.
Well, she is flying, so
It's 3-dimensional difficult terrain.
oh, true.
It's
Yeah.
3-dimensional, yeah.
Okay, so
So it has like
she's
1/4
going
of its
to
movement. range.
move.
Although I do think since there isn't a second surface that's connected to it, just falls to the ground after a turn or something.
It goes 5 feet high.
Does its movement get slowed too, or
Yep.
so half movement on top of that?
So half
Yep.
movement on top of the half movement.
All right, that puts her there. And the werewolf, well, can't really go in any direction, really. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it gets one attack.
Well, I already used its action to break out, so
Clockwise, going left to right. 1d6 here is going to be hitting number 1.
What?
didn't
Uh,
it already use
the
its action to
skeleton-
grab the web?
Oh, that's right. So if he was going to hit, it was actually going to hit the skeleton anyways.
Yep. Nope.
Okay,
He
Kirill, you're up.
At the end of their turn, they get to make a wisdom saving throw again versus
Oh,
slow.
actually, never mind. Werewolf's feared, so he has to move away anyways.
Doesn't
Not really.
have to move away,
Oh,
but he can.
Just can't move
all
closer.
right. And does he have to make a save? He has to make a saving throw for the fear now, right?
Doesn't get one.
Not for the fear, but yes for the slow.
Slow. Yeah.
For the
Both of them
slow,
do.
which is a wisdom.
Correct.
All right.
We have so many effects going on right now. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Unicorn.
there's way too many effects for me, guys. Okay, the werewolf failed, but the unicorn got a natural 20.
God damn it.
So
There
the
goes the
unicorn
slow.
is not slowed, not in the web, not anything. She's just floating above the water again.
Someone just throw a fireball.
Not fireball.
Krill's up.
All right.
And now I got to do the werewolf menagerie of all this other crap that they have on.
I'm going to Misty Step over here. And I am going to Booming Blade it as my action.
Alright, try to hit.
Not before. Let me see if I can reach. Yep, not before giving myself advantage with the owl.
Advantage given.
Hopefully, I can do something this whole one shot.
Oh,
17. Think that
Yeah.
might hit.
that's a hit.
All right, finally. So it takes 9 slashing damage, and on top of that, 2 thunder damage. Nice.
So 11 total, correct?
11 total, yes. And I am using my action surge to attack it twice.
There you go.
Alrighty.
These are not an advantage. These are normal. God damn it.
It's like the second time you missed by like 1 point, you know?
What's funny is if the slow was still up, those both would have hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did something. I hit one attack. That's gonna be it for me.
Alrighty. Now it's the werewolf saving turn. Alright, so number 1 is this one, so they're slowed, so I don't make the save till at the end.
Correct.
They're
Correct.
feared. Who
Most-
failed them? The Death Maiden did?
Yeah.
Death Maiden,
So they
yep.
can't. Yeah.
So they
Alright,
can't.
so yeah, they just the only direction they can run is into the water, and that's not good because red lightning bolt shot into it.
They don't have to move. They can just make an attack at disadvantage.
Yeah, so this one's gonna make attack at disadvantage on the giant wolf. La 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 la. Where am I? I'm here. That's where I am. Alright, here we go. Oh, damn it! That was a natural 20 too. So that's gonna miss. Then I'll do the save for the slow at the end here. This one goes next. He doesn't. This doesn't have disadvantage. He just has regular hit.
Mhm.
That is gonna hit actually. For that. All right, remaining werewolf number 3. He's prone. So he's going to spend his entire movement just to stand up. And yeah, this thing is attacking him. He doesn't know what it is, so he's just going to take a swipe at it,
All right.
which is a disadvantage because they're feared. And that hits actually.
Alright.
For 6 damage to Shadow Dog there.
Okay.
And the other one, same thing. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Yep.
Another 7. Okay, now the wisdom saving throws for the slow. Actually, the fear was first, right? So no,
They
fear doesn't
they
go.
don't get a
Never
second
mind. So it's just slow.
Mhm.
Yep.
Just the slow.
What's the DC on the slow?
17.
Numero uno saved. The 17. The rest rolled a 13, 16, 15.
Wow, that is just the wisest werewolf of the pack.
Yeah, but he's also feared. All right,
Isn't
so that's
numero
the
uno the
end
one
of
that saved
werewolf's
against fear?
turn. Sorry.
I thought he was the one that saved on the fear.
This one's saved on the fear, but this one's saved on the slow.
Gotcha.
Gavin's up.
Oh boy. Is the web really doing anything anymore?
No. Nobody stuck to it.
I mean, the dog
Whatever.
can be, but what's
Yeah.
it doing? Giving disadvantage again?
Fear and slow. Yeah, he's not doing much.
Yeah, he's broken free of it. He's kind of confused and
Well, he does
scared
have
at
to
the
make
same
the save again,
time
'cause
and
He
filled
does
with
have to make the save
bloodlust.
again. He does have to make the save again because he's still in it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really do much. It just restrains him. He's already feared.
Yeah.
He's
Fair
already feared and slow, and he broke free of it. I mean,
So I'm gonna drop concentration on web.
okay.
I'm gonna cast Branding Smite.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to hold on, let's see, make sure I'm within range. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. And I'm going to throw my
I muted them
returning
right
spear
now.
at the unicorn.
Already go. I tuned these guys up a little bit because these guys are just wrecking havoc on these guys. So I did tune them up a little bit. So if you look at the book and see why
So
these
it's
guys aren't
27.
hitting him as good, that's 27 does hit.
And that is plus.
Still loading on my screen. 16. Am I reading that right?
That is 16 radiant damage
To the big wolf.
to the
Unicorn.
unicorn.
Oh, to the unicorn.
Yep. 7 of that is radiant, if that matters.
Nope, doesn't. It's not No, this is not a necrotic being.
Okay.
This being is a just to reflect on Malar, it is just a bestial, bloodshed, just evil
Gotcha.
background. It's not death or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it cannot benefit from being invisible until I drop concentration.
Fair enough. And you said that was 16 damage?
16 damage, and then I'm going to throw my spear
Alright.
again. Because it magically returns to my hand after hitting.
Alrighty.
19.
19's hit.
That's for another 12 damage.
Alright. Is this spear magical?
It is.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it
Uh,
be? Alright.
I mean, it magically teleported to my hand. It's a magical spear. It's also a +1 spear.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, dog's gonna attack the wolf.
Oh, way over here now. Okay.
I like how
That's
we're
a
just
20 to
making-
hit.
I like how we're just making the combat agonizingly slow.
20's a hit. In more ways than one. Alright, that hits. Go for it.
6 force damage.
6? What damage?
Force.
Of course it's force damage. God damn it. Force damage, one of those types that only 4 creatures are immune to. Alright, anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Who would like to control Leo's character? Death Maiden here.
I can try. Alright, so we are going to move up to the edge of the water blood thing and just smack the unicorn a few times.
You can hit from there? Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah. 15-foot range.
Because bugbears, people.
Yep, pretty much. Smack. 18. So that's a hit.
That is a hit.
Can I burn a... Oh yeah, we got 5 first level spell slots. We'll burn one for Smite.
Alright.
For another...
16.
Or actually, is it a fiend or whatever the heck that the...
Nope.
Nope.
No,
Not a
okay.
fiend? Okay.
Not undead, right? So
And then smack it a second time. I believe
time
that's
out.
miss.
Time out. On your first hit.
Okay.
Now you what did you use for a spell for it? spell slot for it?
First level spell slot for smite.
Okay, as you smite on that first attack, you notice this smite had quite a bit of force behind it, more than this or Chris. It's too bad Leo left because this would have been good for him. More than it usually would for Orchrist. It had a lot of force as behind him, and all of you see this, including the werewolves. A beam of light from the sky hits the pole arm and puts even more force into this unicorn, turning it into mist.
Okay.
Interesting.
And
So
that
the unicorn's gone.
unicorn is gone. At that same instant, this wolf over here turns into mist
Into a puppy.
and fades away. In its place, where the unicorn was, I'm trying to place it where it was, this materializes in front of you.
White unicorn. All right.
So I was saying the jagged stroke of white lightning that pushed through the pole arm of Orchrist crashes into that black unicorn, turning it into mist and revealing a silvery maned unicorn with shimmering hooves and a spiraling horn. The unicorn looks at all of you and gives a gentle nod. The werewolves immediately stop fighting and look at this unicorn as well. As it turns, it's going to turn and dip its horn, as I was just showing there, into the pool, and radiating it from the touch of where that horn was there. Divine magic shoots outwardly across the pond, behind it leaving silvery, glistening, pure water. The pool of eternal spring slowly restores itself back to its former nature. The black and the blue streaks that was running through it fade into nothingness. The purifying effect from this horn, from one touch of it, radiates outwardly all the way down to the streams that have that veered into the forest where you just came all this way. The unicorn turns back to you all, and its form changes once again, revealing this form. A humanoid, Lurue, stands before you, and she smiles brightly at you. My mother tells me I have you to thank for this. Bring me back to my true self.
You're welcome.
I'm way to hell back there. Am I still like bloodlust? Do I need to?
No, that faded from you when this change occurred. She looks over to all you.
Right.
Did you see anything?
Just you're welcome.
I didn't get back around to your turn, unfortunately.
Tommy's just confused.
Stole my sword and I go like, well, story said cleanse the pool. This pool seems pretty cleansed to me.
Oh, I do appreciate it. Black wasn't really my color.
Yeah, that's why we did this. I think.
But
and
go ahead.
and all these frightened, slowed werewolves.
But I must be off. The woods have been injured by all of this, and I must further tend to it, for that is my deeds. Thank you all again. And once again, she changes back into that unicorn form, and with a flash, starts galloping off across the water through the night, freed of the threat of Malar. She continued to let the silvery spring flow, turning each and every bit of the water back into its silvery, glistening form. Forever protected by her grace, lie near the site of what is now called Silvery Moon, which was named in the honor of this.
So Silvery Moon was created by Death Maiden of Orcus.
Yep, that is canon now.
That is canon now. And with those last words drifting across the pages, Gavin, of the book, each one of you, your eyes fade into darkness. Consciousness leaves you all. And as soon as your head drops to your chest, you're shunted back awake. Y'all look around. You're back in the library again.
Did we get any mushrooms?
I was about to say, that was the biggest waste of time of my life. We didn't even get any mushrooms. Why did I go into the book?
Who had the greater potion of... who had the 2 potions?
That was Gavin.
Gavin, you look down at your the potions that you had there. They're gone.
Hmm.
But the book's still in your hands.
That damn thing down.
You know what I just realized? What I just remembered?
Hmm.
Basically, at any point through this entire thing, I could have used a reaction to give someone a +5 to, like, anything.
Oh, God.
Flash of genius. Yep.
So, Gavin, you're looking at the book, and it's open to the last page of it on the table. As you're looking on top of this book is resting this. An opal ring set with moonstones all around it. Perhaps it was a thank you from Lurue. But in any case, your current mission is complete. You found the information you needed, and you were looking for to root out whatever this old evil was at Silvery Moon. So you guys start to pack your things and go to Silvery Moon to do what needs to be done. However,
Get mushrooms.
Tavi. Is Tavi still here?
Yep.
You hear a voice in your head. You recognize the voice as Lawrence Breachspeaker, who commissioned this job originally in the first place for you. The voice says, and they're casting message, by the way.
Figured.
It said, "Not sure how you did this, but the evil has stopped spreading here in Silvery Moon. Thank you. Your reward will be in Waterdeep."
See you there?
Job's done.
You think, and you shared this with the party, or?
Yeah, I'll tell them that the whatever we were commissioned to stop in Waterdeep has
Okay.
been stopped.
So you all kind of look at the book, and you kind of look at each other saying, the job was done? Did you get... So you're like, was what you just did happen in the past? Did you stop whatever this evil was before it happened? Did you just teleport to Silvery Moon without even knowing it? I guess it's just another mystery of Candlekeep. The end.
That's pretty good.
So what did we? What was the thing that we got?
Yeah, what was the
Or-
ring?
Did you want to identify it? No, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I'll long rest, prepare, identify it.
There's the ring.
Oh, Ring of Shooting Stars.
Oh, I love the Ring of Shooting Stars.
Yeah.
And if you guys ever do a one shot with me, we do another mystery of Candlekeep, that item will be available to you.
Gavin Clarkson, magic item extraordinaire.
Yeah.
I mean, he is literally the magic item shopkeep in my campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So it's canon now that he has a ring of shooting stars in that campaign.
There you go. Get 2 now. One for each finger.
So
I
was
hear.
it the fact that the that the unicorn got hit with the smite, or was it that we were just running out of time?
No, the smite actually on the death of the unicorn, the whatever strike it was gets empowered by moonlight from a saloon or a saloon or
So
Saloon.
saloon. Yeah. So whatever attack that was empowered that attack and changed the unicorn back to its form. And also,
Oh,
word
so
of note though, interesting note for this book thing: if any of you were reduced to 0 hit points, you would immediately get shunted back to the library.
Oh, cool.
And you'd be shunted back to the library with 1 hit point.
Yeah, I had a lot of spells I could have used there. Well, but I
Well,
had
we,
so many more spells that there's spells here that I took that I don't know why I took them.
well, there's
Mention
that one
Arcane
fight
Lock.
you guys didn't have, which would have been against 10 foes.
Mm,
So you probably
Yeah.
would have used it then.
I mean,
So
if I had cast, I had an AC of 21 because no one ever attacked me. AC 21. I have shield.
I never got an opportunity to hit you.
I know.
I just hit the things that smacked me in the face.
I had Featherfall if that was ever necessary.
The thing is, guys, I even buffed Lurue and the Direwolf too, and you still kick the crap out of them.
Well, it doesn't hurt that we constantly there was a lot of action economy that we were just denying them.
Yeah.
Between confusion, the web, and
I mean that
slow.
web was only there for 1 round, but it did a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
think of it like this: you traded 1 action for 2.
Exactly.
Mm.
So what would have happened if I would have came around to me again and the unicorn was there? Was that like just attack something closest to me, or just like, see blood?
Yeah, you would have attacked something closest to you, and you would have had in your attacks. I would have had you increase them by 5 damage.
Oh my God, Bailey, you'd have been.
I mean, like, what were you
Because-
even going to attack there?
Because if you guys rolled higher on the religion check there, you were to learn that if you roll a 20 or higher, one of the things about Malar is that any killings should be bloody and as long as possible. And there's a special holiday for Malar, actually. It's called the High Hunt. And it's when humanoid creatures are captured and they get released at night just to be brutally hunted down and killed and maimed the next day. That's a holiday for them.
Lovely.
So, again, perfect thing to have on Friday the 13th. So.
If we did do that fight against the 10 enemies, I had Hypnotic Pattern as well, just so I could just deny.
I had Tasha's Caustic Brew,
That's a good spell. I like that one.
which is interesting because it starts at 2d4 and then upcasts by 2d4 every level.
I mean, a D4 isn't that much.
Yeah.
So I'm not
It's
surprised.
also
that they-
1d8. Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to use spike growth, which is a bummer.
Yeah.
Like I said, you guys just... Well, the first account already had I only had 2 people to fight. And I actually moved that up in rotation because Leo was like, I want to fight something. I'm like, okay, we'll do the witch counter now, and then we'll go back to Weedle afterwards. Because it goes all the RP first, and then all the battles afterwards. That's how this thing is set up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I actually
still
rearranged some stuff a little bit. And there was another fight where you had to fight these hybrid humanoid spider things. Was another encounter that you guys were going to run into.
Drider?
No, they were...
Yeah. I'm not sure why, but I took Arcane Lock for this one shot.
Just never know.
What?
Might have come up. I don't know.
It's a good spell when it comes up.
I mean, just Keep in mind, we
Uh,
beat them like we did, with Carol only hitting one attack in the whole one shot. So
I don't
I
know
was
if
like,
this will show
I
if
hit
I zoom
two.
it in, but there were eder caps.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking forward to seeing what a what an Eldritch Knight could do. It's like because like I kind of wanted to
yeah.
see that,
I,
but
I think my highest roll that didn't hit was like a 7, like a 6. So
I had like at least
oh,
twice that I can remember you missed by one.
so yeah, yeah. My highest roll that didn't hit was a 6.
This was the other potion, by the way. You guys didn't identify. It was a potion of clairvoyance.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And as you drink the potion, the eyeball disappears and evaporates into the potion as you're drinking it.
Mhm.
Which is
As
why you
this-
said when you're gonna take a sip of it, I'm like, no. If you're taking a sip, you're going all the way because its eyeball like vanishes when you try to drink this
Yeah,
thing.
it's just that there's a rule that you can like taste the potion to determine what it is. Yeah, I think it's like a variant rule or something.
It's part of the same rule that lets you identify magic items as part of a short rest without the
Yeah.
identify spell,
So,
which
yeah,
is
but
a rule that
cool.
we don't use.
Mhm.
In this group, I think we all collectively decided to put more importance on the identify spell.
I mean, you can identify it if you want to attune to it. I think.
Yeah, I would allow that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would
just
allow
like
that too.
strings.
'Cause that also has the whatchamacallit, the downside if it's cursed or whatnot, which I guess identify doesn't find
Yeah.
anyway. So
True.
but it might give like a clue or two, something.
Anything else, guys, before we wrap this up?
There's I other than I really like this Gloomstalker.
I don't. On this side of it.
I think that hag. I think I put like 71 points. And
Yeah.
I think I put
Yeah,
I think I put
anything
77 on the other thing.
anything close to 40 or below, she used plane shift and GTFO. And that was it. She was gone. I didn't even get a chance to even use any of her stuff. So
yeah, if I were you and they came up to the hag, I might have just said like, "Oh, the other hag comes out of it."
I would have thrown in two more hags, made it a
Yeah.
coven.
no,
Make
you
it
dealt
a
with a pet. You dealt with a pet Maurice tentacle thing. I just called it Maurice. I just named it Maurice just to make it
Yeah.
funnier. But
All
Alright.
right, well,
I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll be right back with you guys. Okay? If you guys are still in here, right?
Well, I'm gonna head on out. See
I'm
ya.
gonna go. Yep.
All right.
Sure.
I'm done.
See you guys.
All right. Good night,
Take care.
guys.
Good night.
All right, everybody. It's just you and me now. So, what'd you guys think? Leave in the comments below. I don't mind getting better at this sort of thing. Again, this is my first time DMing in like 20 years. I hope you enjoyed it. I did a lot of work cutting out the images, trying to make it kind of layered like that to make them as big as possible on the screen for them and for you all to see it better at home or wherever you watch this. If you watch it as a podcast in the car, that's awesome too. So quick two little closings for my end. There will be one more video coming out Sunday night, probably, if not Tuesday night. I hope it's not Tuesday. I hope it hits the reset button for Sunday. But anyways, Sunday night, I'll be doing another ladder run for Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. If you haven't heard about that yet, again, it is the Final Fantasy VI randomizer over at ff6wc.com. And you can find the emulators, the information there, and like that to give it a try yourself. And there'll be a ladder run for that. And again, next week, no campaign live version for this. I will be too busy getting married. So unless the guys record it for me in some capacity, will not be available on live next Friday. But if they do record something, I will put it on VOD once I get back. So one more video, like I said, Sunday night for Final Fantasy VI. No Friday Night Dice live stream this week. And that will do it. So thank you all again for joining me on this one-shot Candlelight Mystery thing turned into a one-shot. I hope you all enjoy it. You want to see more? Well, let me know. Till then, Have a good day.